talking, I can't hear.
Oh no, he like text.
He's gonna restart, I think.
Oh my, wait, I just
I started my stream.
I actually hit the end unintentionally. Wait.
But it's on the starting section, so it's all good.
I made it.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually do the same because I got people hitting me up
Make
about
that without me
it right
intending.
now.
Wow.
So I'm gonna start it up, but I'm gonna start
My
now
anime
with
guild voice,
the
I
mic
can't, I can only
cut
play
off
so
and
much before I
everything.
lose my mind. No worries, Rosa. Thank you so much for the games. I'll give you a shout out.
Hmm.
No way, yeah.
Thanks for the games.
Oh, that's all caps. What's my... Ew. I'm living every... Okay. Sniff, sniff, sniff. You kind of smell like a baka. Chat jump. There you go. It was fun. Yes, it was indeed fun. Did anyone else? No, wait. There we go. Are the SWAT team that horny for porno magazines? Look, oh my god, they are just, oh my word. Wait, what? Wait, excuse me. Super Saiyan. Hey, fishy. Hey, fishy. We're doing the podcast, fishy.
Portal bag power.
He turned
It's
Super
undone.
Saiyan. Wait, he turned off the... Also plays the guitar on stream sometimes as well.
Oh my no!
I used to own a bar. It was the coziest place around here. Until I took a screwdriver in the knee, and it's closed now. I love this reference! Oh, what am I gonna do? Wait, no, I need to... Oh my god, that is sick. I love that Skyrim reference. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I like that. Oh, I'm clipping that. That was sick. If they come, I'll show them no mercy. I'll make them bleed. It'll be a bloodstorm.
Good luck, no worries, Don.
There you go. That's she's the last boss of this game. There you go. Huge spoiler alert. She's the last boss. She's too
Oh,
creepy.
me? Oh god.
Do you have a minute?
Alright, I can lend an ear.
Very
Thank you. Now let's find somewhere better to talk. The courtyard should do.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is messy. Put back.
I hope you're doing well, fishy.
Oh no, put back.
Fishy, fishy, fish.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh!
I'm sleeping and got woken up by my friend going saying
Yes,
Nessie is live. I was wondering what you were doing for a sec since it's in the middle of the night. But yeah, podcast makes sense.
Oh my! Oh. I used to own a
I think it's
bar.
like
It
probably
was the
like
coziest
an
place
exact
around here.
year since I'd done around
Until
streamed
I took
around
a
this time. I
screwdriver
feel like
in the knee, and it's closed
probably a
now.
little bit later, but
I love this reference. Oh, what am I gonna do? Wait, no, I need to... Oh my god, that is sick. I love that Skyrim reference. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I like that. Oh, I'm clipping that. That was sick. I want to... That is so freaking amazing. She wanted to escape the experiments. She laments what she... something able to do as a child. Oh, shit. Yes. Suck up the gas. Good girl. I have no words. You need to...
Wait,
Oh,
what?
hello?
A respirator.
No.
Wait,
I
what?
see an eyeball. Right there.
oh god. I actually probably should
That
have
is
other
so
chats
good.
open as well.
I
Oh
gotta...
god.
I need to... I don't mean...
Have I ever played or heard of this great team? I did! Platinum it!
No.
What did he... What's happening in Moldy's chat?
Shuey.
Oh, he does... You do Shui as well!
I made him.
Oh god.
Yeah, she made me.
I'm sorry?
You
Oh, we're dead.
mother.
We got it. That's a win.
I did plat Risk of Rain to Fishy.
This is how we're
can you
starting
hear
it
the
out, yo?
intensity on this guy's mic. Say this to him.
Well, you don't do
I'll
the
show
Aussie.
him my Red Bull.
You don't do the Aussie method where you spit in. You get people to spit into the shoe.
Garden gnome, extra
Do you?
Don't tell him
Nobody's
that.
in my goddamn
Okay.
shoot, Nessie. Don't even start with that suspicion.
No, that's
Don't
the
even
actual
start with
Aussie's
that shit.
tradition. Apparently.
No.
I'm not done. I'm just saying. I find it wrong as well. Yes.
I ain't
Bro,
ever
it's
heard
already
anyone.
bad enough that I'm
Do
fucking
you not know that?
drinking it out of one of my goddamn shoes.
There's a UFC fight.
Yeah, I want
I
to
was
change
in
all
the
the fucking
zone when I
prices,
read
and I
that.
forgot about this one. That's the fucked up part. It's like the cheapest ever. Fucking shit. I got a whiskey shot for you, baby.
Hold on. There we go. Oh, actually, no, it will auto adjust, right? Like, there's a UFC fighter, Tai Tuivasa. He's like an Aussie fighter. And he'll actually drink out of a stranger's shoe and get everyone to spit into it.
Yeah, no, that's just weird, bro. That's a real good way of catching something. Fuck that.
And then I got to
More?
be,
I was pouring it before I showed you. Don't even
Hey,
start,
Peanut.
bro.
hey, Peanut. But
I'm never been more proud of you, my love.
there was a moment where I got to be in one of his podcasts in person, and he actually drank he did a shoey out of a construction worker's boot, like a actual.
I just do mine out of my Vans.
No, but he legit
Dude,
did.
mine-
He legit did it out of his own out of a random construction worker's boot who was actually out on the field that day.
More?
It was absolutely gnarly. Oh god, that must have it did.
Really?
How are you, Peanut?
So that's what we got going on tonight, guys.
Yes.
We're gonna
This
be
is what
getting into it
happens
right now.
when you get more than one Aussie in chat.
Yeah.
You know what, Neshi? Are we gonna get you to do a shoey?
I have never drank in my entire life.
You don't have to drink alcohol.
True, but I don't. I don't.
I said I was gonna shoey.
I'm
my
too
Red Bull.
afraid to do a shoey. To be honest.
That's a bit suspicious.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm good. How am I? I'm doing good, Peanut. I'm good. You're doing well. I forgot to get the multi-link. Give me a sec. Be too long. Oop. There we go. And I'll post it in the chat. Here we go. Here's the links to everyone else's stream if you want to say hello to them. Wait, is everyone else muted now? Hold on.
So
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if everybody else does it. I know I do, and I know
Hmm.
Moldy does. But when I'm streaming and the podcast is on, if I'm talking to chat, I'll just quickly mute myself.
Oh,
so that way I'm
sorry.
not interrupting anybody. No, that's fine. It's not a biggie. Not a biggie at all.
My bad, my bad.
Wait, what did I do?
Um,
I already did something because she's saying something. What did I do?
I didn't.
Nothing. Nothing.
Are we
Nothing.
gonna
Nothing.
start with this right off the bat?
We're starting right off the bat. We haven't even started. This is like the pre, like the
warm
chats
up.
are getting the warm up. You know, when we're getting everything together, when everything's
Yeah.
just coming. What glasses are you wearing, sir? You look at me that Harry Potter vibe looking down there. What's up?
Is it to me or to you?
Oh, down there, look. I'm Harry Potter.
Just so everybody in Discord knows as well, my chat can see everyone already because I don't have two screens because I'm stupid. I forgot to set up two.
What do you mean? You just put it on your chatting stream and then flip over
That's
when
what
it's
I'm
gonna happen.
saying. Yeah, no, I'm stupid. I didn't think about that, okay? So here we are. Say hello.
guys.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Welcome back.
What's up, everybody? Everybody's good? Lenny, your sound is good?
Yes.
Oh, no. Why?
Hey, Ames. My friend can't handle the multi-link thingy. Oh no. Sorry to hear that about Peanut. Wait, so you all Aussie or some wait, Moldrick's American? I think K Teddy's I know chaotic.
Maldrick's Mexican. Don't make the mistake.
I'm
I
sorry.
made.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh,
All right.
shit. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Jamaican, man.
Well,
Oh,
I'm Indian, but
God.
I'm born in Australia, so
I see.
yeah. But we got two Aussies, chaotic, me, and then everyone else around the world. Hey, Teddy.
Did you just
Teddy,
assume that I was Australian?
were you not born here?
I'm kidding.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say. Now I can't even. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. Yeah, she's trying.
lost
Why are you live?
already.
Don't you see I'm a guest, Bolty? How are you not? I think a lot of people are gonna be like, Neshi, why are you live at this time? What is happening?
Yeah, that's so dope.
It do be like this.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the
So
first
y'all ready?
podcast.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Promotion.
Rip, I'm
do
sorry
think
about the multi-link
Lennon's
sync, but
mic is still.
it's 3 a.m.
It's
there.
okay. You got a pen
I
and
had to
paper?
accommodate to
You
their
can write
time.
for us. You got a whiteboard? We have a theater kid. It's fine.
Hey, just attach your headset mic to a input. Input to an input.
It works on PC. I can give you
See if it comes
individual
out on
links.
screen. And if it doesn't come out
Like-
on screen, then you go into the voice and video and connect that same microphone inside the Discord.
Well, it's not picking up anything, right?
Emoji.
No, so he doesn't have it connected. It's not attached to it.
Doing last minute assignments. That's why. Jeez.
Cass.
It's like, have you dabbled with the Discord audio settings and stuff? Like all the different input devices? Like all the different input devices?
That. Hey, Ricky.
You try like just using
Hey,
regular
Cass.
default also?
Um, um, there we go. So I shouted
try
everybody
running-
else that's also streaming and also the people in the podcast. If you ever want to join their link, give them a follow. Feel free to do so, everyone. Doing assignments at 3 a.m. alive, I guess. Nice.
I'm already getting called out for drinking Red Bull.
I mean, I only have iced coffee. That's it. I haven't had Red Bull in like I
I
want
want
to say
coffee. This is the first
Honestly, this is like the
podcast I've
first
ever
Red Bull
had
I've had
coffee.
in a really long time. So I don't know
Jesus!
what you guys are on.
I haven't had Red Bull in like 4 years. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't worry. Hey, don't worry about it, sweetheart.
No, I'm not judging. No. There's
worry
nothing wrong
about it,
with that. I'm just saying. That's all.
Listen. You either get me happy and awake with Red Bull, or you get a cranky bitch. It's up to you.
I didn't say Red Bull's wrong. Oh no.
No, I'm saying in general.
Okay.
Let me
I
know
like
when you're ready to
fishy.
hit it over and start it up, Teddy.
You want to just dabble with it a little bit, Lennon, and all right, cool. All right, so we can start up there. I'm gonna unmute y'all, just a disclaimer and everything. And what's the time mark here? 8:20. All right, cool.
Those jobs and dogs. Yes.
So we good to go. It's gonna
You
be
not said
13-minute mark.
chaotic. They want the cranky, but no, no, joking.
No, trust me. Ask Mondrick. You don't want the cranky bitch.
Okay, don't want the cranky.
She's not
version.
nice. She's not
Alright, y'all
nice.
ready?
She gets very mean. She
ready.
gets stabby.
You ready? Is the chat
I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready for this.
Oh god.
All right, guys. Welcome to the I Love and Always Wins podcast, episode number 2 with the one and only Neshi Legacy. We're going to be getting in depth right in there to how he became Neshi Legacy, a little bit of his background, get to know him. You already know your host. We got at the very top, the one and only, the Beauty Chaotic. Right underneath, we got the king himself, Hey Teddy. And underneath, She Gorn in the main event.
Bears?
To my right,
Love
Shaggy. What?
It's all over the place.
I know. I'm trying to look at mine, look at hers, and look at his, and point all directions.
Yeah, I had to
I look
point
like
out.
I'm doing
Yeah,
stop
I should be
signals right
doing the
now, yo.
pointy points and all that.
So welcome to the Law Podcast, guys. We are here. We're gonna get to know Neshi. So without further ado, we want to get to know Neshi. So we got the number one question of it all. Let's get to know Neshi. Tell us a little bit about yourself, brother.
All right. My name is Neshi. It's a nickname to my real life name, Dinesh. It's an Indian name, and I feel like the reason why a lot of people call me Neshi is because, especially teachers, a lot of teachers in my schools struggle to pronounce my name, especially when they read it out loud. They'd be like Dinesh, Dinosh. So they're just like, all right, we'll come up with Neshi. So we just came up with Neshi, and then I think it was just like a nickname. I just felt like it feels right. You get like really like, I guess, cuddly vibes from it. I don't know. Like when you say like,
It's a very cute name.
Wait,
Yeah.
how do you get cuddly vibes?
No,
Like, I want to know this
well,
part. Like,
so-
it's, oh, Neshi.
yeah.
know?
So
Yeah.
I'm well. You can see me. I'm
That's
like
what it
Neshi.
is.
I'm like Neshi Bear. So like, oh, no need to fear. Neshi Bear is here. They talk like that.
Oh my god. So Neshi is your real in life. I thought it was Sus. I thought literally Sus was
It's a
your
nickname. It's a nickname.
Uh-huh.
But I thought
It's a
Sus
Nesh.
was your nickname.
No. That's
Whose fault is that?
I don't know. I think I just played Among Us and Goose Duck, and then they just fell from there. And
Yeah, 'cause, like I first met you, I didn't even know what, like, honestly, Neshi Legacy. I thought it was Sus Nesh. Because that's all I would see in the chat. So I was like, that's an awkward name. Let me go check this out.
no.
So I actually was kind of there when the Sussy Neshi started. I
Oh.
don't remember how it started. I just remember
Yeah.
it steamrolling.
It just
So
it
how,
really,
how did that name start?
I think it's just like I said, I think we played Among Us, and I think everyone was just accusing me of just being the killer, and I'm just like, I'm not the killer, and then like, Neshi, you're very sussy at the moment, and then it was just like, it went from that, and then it spiraled to any like weird moment in stream, it's sus automatically.
That's exactly what it was. Next time that you streamed after playing Among Us, you said something that you did what I do, where you say something and you're like, wait, no.
What did I
but
say?
it's too late. You
Wait,
said
what did
it.
you know?
I
What
can't
I
remember what it was.
Oh god,
I can't
Sussy
remember
Neshi.
what it was, but you said something and you were just like, wait, what? And
Yeah.
it was too late, and everyone was like, Neshi is sus, and
Yep.
it stuck.
And then it just stuck for like nearly 8 months now.
Yeah.
Best,
Oh
those
no,
are the
that's it.
best
You're gonna
type
have to
ones.
change your
Yeah.
username.
I don't know.
So 8
Like-
months of having the Sussy Neshi.
Yes. As
And
you
how
can see,
long
my
have you actually been
Oh.
streaming?
I say I was a console streamer in 2021. So like off PlayStation 5. And then the start of the I even though it's obviously it's counter experience, I feel like I didn't take Twitch seriously in that full year of 2021 because I was just like
Yeah.
I was studying and then I didn't have like I was sort of like nervous. I was sort of like I don't know what to do. So I was just like, okay. Once 2022 hit, I changed over, went over to OBS. I said, I'm going to network with people. I'm going to be more myself, I guess, not like shy or anything like that. So I was just like, okay, let's see how this goes. And then I feel like that's where I took it more seriously. So, but like, if we were to say like from day one, I want to say February of 2021. As
Okay,
a
so
console
that was
streamer.
like just hitting like the share button, or
Yeah.
like the go live button on the console, whatnot.
Yeah.
So you feel like it became more serious after you made the
Yes.
transition to PC and got more
Yes.
in depth with like setting everything up.
Yeah, because I feel
When,
like
when was that transition happen?
around this time last year.
Okay.
So like probably like the
Okay.
first week of January. I was just like, because I was like telling myself I need to have a New Year's resolution because I felt like this is still surprising to me and it still feels surreal to me. Like I started when I started streaming, I only started off with like 4 followers,
Yeah.
and it's always gradual. I had like tons of growth. Before when I started streaming, I had no commentary. And then when I got my first follow, I had like the urge to say thank you for the follow, and that was the very first time I had my voice. I had my voice on stream. I was like, oh dang! Now they know how they sound like. Now I gotta have to just talk. And then I just started talking, and then I started off with like a headset mic, and then like for the first couple months, then I bought like a snowball type of microphone, like a lot of people use. And I always say, like when I
What
say I
made
was
you want to like?
I'm sorry?
What made you want to like make that like buy that microphone and change? Because like You said that you went from not saying anything to all of
Yeah.
a sudden it's like I gotta buy this microphone.
Cause I don't know. I think I was just like, I don't know. I was like, I'm having fun with this. I'm having fun with this. I was like, okay, let's see. Like they say, like spend. I don't know. It was like, don't always go commit too much into streaming. Only spend what you think is going to help you with upgrading and stuff like that. And I was like, I think maybe a microphone would sound good because I heard like one of my first clips back on, back in that day. It was just like very muffled, very weird. I was like, maybe I can make it better. And
Very
but
sussy.
no, no.
That's a bit
I was
suspicious,
waiting just to kick it
Neshi.
in.
But like I was just, but the detriment to console streaming, you can't like filter your microphone and stuff like that. So there was like this problem where you would hear the echo of my TV, and I'm not a headphone person. I like surround sound. I like immersion and stuff like that. I like when I play a single player game, I want that to hear all around me, and it was just like, okay, I'm gonna probably find a ways to deal with it. And then I bought this microphone probably November, thinking adjusting the sensitivity on this would fix it. And I was just like, nope. So, but then once I transitioned over to OBS and all that stuff, it was just like perfect. But I still have growing pains on OBS as well.
Mm.
Yeah,
OBS is
So-
fun, isn't it?
it can be fun.
It keeps you on your toes at the end of the day. Like, what's the one common thing that you always have issues when you start your stream, other than people in chat calling you sus all the time? But,
Nothing at the moment.
wait.
A lot. I remember like, because I still want for me, I still wanted to have that experience of listening to the game on the TV. But like when I was capturing, like I had such a struggle where when I captured the gameplay, I would hear the gameplay on my the sound on my laptop for the gameplay, and I was just like, how do I fix that? How do I fix that? And then I looked into mixers, and I'm like, I can't study a Bachelor of Mixer right now. This looks way too complicated. It looked way too complicated for me, and I know coding and stuff like that, and I was just like, nah, I can't do that. But then SteelSeries just released a very simplified mixer which did the job perfectly. So then I was just like, at that time when I didn't have the mixer, I had to like do a like unique method of like having alerts and stuff like that. It was just all funky. But now I feel like I've made it like perfect so that way I can just still hear the game on the TV but hear the alerts on like a laptop or on the desktop or something like that.
Yeah. Well, what was the first game you actually started streaming? Like the first actual, I want to go live, and this is the game that's gonna make me do it.
Destruction All Stars.
Well, what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this was a free PlayStation Plus game back in January or February. I don't remember, but I was just like, huh, this is a new game. I don't know what made me want to stream.
That's the PlayStation like fighter game.
No. So it's like a driving game, and your goal is to just ram your car into another person, collect points, and I think it's something like that. But it died
Wait, that's
out.
not every car game?
No, but it was like intentional destruction.
That sounds like
Mm.
Twisted Metal type of basis or something.
Yeah, it's sort of something like that. But yeah, it was good, but it just died out after a week. And then for some reason in that game, they decided to release Australian servers a week after launch. No, and it was hidden in the settings. Like I didn't understand, and then like I was like, okay, let's try. I was like, okay, let's try Australian queue. 30 minutes later, no one we never got into a game. I was like, okay, they could have just released this on. Yeah, it was just rough, but it was Destruction All Stars, and then I think the stream where I spoke for the first time was Eternal Return or Eternal Rerun or something like that, which is sort of like a top-down battle royale game that had like drops. And I was like, okay, it's got drops, maybe I'll stream this. I was like, okay, so yeah, something like that.
What game did you see like the most engagement or like that really got you some interaction?
Oh, it
Like,
was
when
for
you first- when you
2021. It
first-
wasn't that many, honestly. I didn't
See, 'cause,
like.
I remember. Sorry, just for example,
go good,
I
go
remember
good.
when I was like playing like Madden or something. There wasn't that much traction or anything
Mm.
like that. But like I switched to what was it? I want to say either Among Us or like Minecraft or something, but after that, like people were just jumping in, just trying to play or troll or whatever they were doing. It was just like my first sign of like, holy shit! Depending on what game you stream,
Yeah.
certain people from that community will come and check you out. Or
The
whatnot.
the first game on that in 2021 that got like a lot of people tuning in was the midnight launch for Outriders. Because I
Outriders was
yes,
super good when it first dropped.
but
It
if
died so
yes,
fast.
it died so fast, unfortunately. But like, I knew because like I was like I'm pretty sure I might get some people to tune in because like we Australians always well New Zealanders and Australians would probably get the game first over the rest of the world, and I was like, okay, I might utilize that to see if I can be one of the first streamers to play this game without like with the embargo lifted and all that jazz. I was like, okay, and I think I got 20 viewers and like maybe like 5 followers, but I think like I said, like 2021 I started with like 5 followers and I probably ended the year off with like 56. I didn't get much like out of 2021. It was like I said, it was just because I was studying, so I didn't have like a consistent schedule or streaming schedule. It was like console, so you didn't have
You feel your real start was
2022. 100%.
You
Yes.
hitting that realization like,
Mm.
okay, this could be fun. This is something
Yes.
I could enjoy. Like
It's
put
how
the
it
investment into.
yeah.
That's good.
Because I do always say like I felt like I was more held back in 2021 because I felt like I don't know, I felt like you had to be professional, you can't do this, you can't do that, and it's just like, okay. And I think the
There's
game
a lot of early jitters for a lot of
Yes,
people. Like they come into
100%.
streaming thinking that like you gotta have this certain demeanor or something.
Yeah.
And like it feels like such a relief when you just chill and just be you, just rock out with your homies and
Mm.
do what you do.
Yeah, so
I almost cried the first time I streamed because I was so nervous.
oh no.
Like dead ass was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. I think the game that sort of made me start feeling loose is Ace Attorney Chronicles, which is a Phoenix Wright game. That one, I was like role playing as every character, and I started. I can tell. I could see it from like the gradual, like my playthrough. I started off sort of like held back, but I had like I was doing the voices. I was like, yes, it is I, the detective. And then I was like, as soon as I gradually went, and then as I was going through the playthrough, because his name was Sherlock Sholmes. Instead of Sherlock Holmes, it was Sherlock Sholmes, and he had like this accent, and I was like, okay, I might make it a little bit more silly. And then I was just like, as soon as I went to the midway point of the playthrough, I went from, yes, it is I, the detective. It's like, yes, it is me! I was like, oh god, what happened? I went, that's the game when I went super loose. Just like lost it.
That's the best, most
Yes.
genuine like moments though, and like
Yeah.
that's when you fucking enjoy it the most. And you
Yeah.
look back and you're like, man, that was fun. I want to do it again.
Yeah. And I was like screaming, and I was just like getting hype and all that stuff. And then that's probably like the game that it's not the breakthrough game, not in terms of viewership, but like me growing, just like knowing like my personality, just being me, and just like woo, and all
And
that.
getting, like breaking that comfortability.
Yeah.
Breaking the ice. for streaming,
100%.
Like, I can sit here and just
Yeah.
do what I need and be me.
Yeah, and then
So,
I feel like the more authentic you are, the more like it draws people to
that's
you.
the biggest
when it comes
lesson
to
I
it.
learned. That's the biggest lesson I learned.
so starting out from that game, Neshi, like the evolvement of the games, did it have any effect on how your stream started to evolve through the last 2 years?
And more so, I saw the growth starting May in 2022. I still probably would say from January to April, May-ish, I had some people. So like PS2 would probably hop in from time to time, but like my most like constant people would be like Princess Rosalina, if you see my chat, Don, Lil Louise or Zedeli, and a couple other people. And then I think like May to June-ish, it started to go up, and then July, it just escalated drastically. Like I met so many people around that time, and then I merged with other communities and met
What do
new
you think
friends.
was the biggest change in July then?
Just meeting new people and just like collabing, not necessarily collabing with them, just playing games with them, just socializing and stuff like that. That was like the biggest goal I wanted to make in 2022, just socialize, because I did not do any socialization in 2021.
The genuine connections, I think, has been the most enjoyable part about my Twitch experience.
Yeah.
Is just getting to meet everybody, getting to be like, okay, if I play this game, I know this group of people to hit up, or like this certain person to hit up. If I'm doing this type of content, this this is something that this person would usually be interested in. That's like the best part.
Mm.
Especially for example, like on long streams and stuff. Like that's what makes the long streams possible, is that you could just rock out with all these different people around the world, different time zones and stuff like that, different games.
But
So,
I'm
appreciate that, yeah.
I'm extremely appreciative of the people I just met all like since that growth, like Chaotic, Don, Princess Rosalina, Peanut, every single person, like Fishy in my chat.
All of these connections was in July also.
Not all in July, but like it was
I
like
was around July.
yeah, there was so many people around July, August. Yes, Shoka, yes, you included. But yeah, I'm appreciative of just everyone. It's just like it's just like met so many people, so many good people, just and it's just like create so many fantastic memories that I get to just appreciate and keep. And I feel like the good thing is, it's just like, it's not something that is planned, because I know, like, one thing I've learned, I've watched tons of tutorials on Twitch, like, in 2021, and I thought, oh, I had to do this, Like, one, if you have nothing to talk about, write a list of things to do this. If you do that, do this, and you'll get growth. Do that, and you do this. And I was just like, okay, and I was doing that, and nothing happened. And then when I was just myself and I just do nothing planned, and it's just all the moments are just all authentic and stuff like that. Those are, I feel like, it's just the most enjoyable. Like, I don't know, like one of the funniest moments is just like where I cried was, we were playing a game called AI Somnium Files, and Bolt was there, and we thought we needed to like stop the professor from doing something, and we thought, okay, we're gonna throw this computer at the professor, but she lifts up an entire table with the computer on top of it, throw it at the professor, it stops mid-air, then it goes back in time, reverses, and lands back on the floor, and I was like, what is this? And I lost my shit and cried. I lost my shit. I was like, that is the most unexpected thing I ever seen in my entire life. And just like yeah, and then around that time, I was playing AI Summoning Files probably around August, and I feel like I got a lot of people to discover that game, and it had some of the most insane moments, and I think that's also what helped probably support the argument of sus, because like there was like moments where you got the character and you go up to a statue on the lower reach and you do like a little swirling animation, and I'm just like, oh god, it's crazy, it's insane.
Those be the most genuinely enjoyed moments.
Yeah.
And that's what builds the stream and builds like, you know, the community is what those connections are. Like whoever was part of that moment and got to enjoy that with you. Yeah, like again, yeah, Modric.
You touching one of the subjects of you know, going in there and looking at material to grow your channel. One question that was brought up by Turtle Toons is, what's one way you got your chat to engage?
Sorry, say that again.
Turtle Toons was asking, how did you get your chat to engage?
That was the difficult part. It was difficult. I think it was just being on other people's streams, and I think like with the type of games I was playing, I think it brought up more like reactions from them and stuff like that, and then it just made people more talkative and stuff like that. Because I've had days where like prior where it was just like no messages. But I'm also happy for that. It's just like, obviously, some people are just there to just watch the experience and they don't want me to disrupt the experience or something like that. But yeah, I think it was just like the biggest takeaway, if I was to backtrack, like biggest takeaway I learned is just not everything is going to work the same. Like maybe what made Chaotic successful, it's not going to make me successful, I'm saying. And then it's everyone's going to have a unique, different path to their success, if that makes sense.
Your own pace too. Your own pace.
At your own pace as well. And yeah, I think it's just, being in other people's streams, and then just ask, and then I started asking more open-ended questions and stuff like that, asking people how they're doing and stuff like that, and just.
I was gonna touch on it. Like, what was? I'm sure, like touch back to the days where you're like, okay, I got a game plan or strategize what to do to get engagement. Like, what was something that like first worked? Like, not that you try, because sometimes you try something, it won't work. You know, you come back the next stream, try something else. What was like the first thing that actually grabbed engagement besides you going and being in other streams and stuff? Like, you know, playing the game or something.
I think it was just the open-ended questions. I think was the starting point because it was just like,
Okay.
because if I say "How are you?" people just say, give you a one-word answer, good. But if I say, "Hey, what do you think of my weapon in this game? Do you think it's strong? Do you like it? What do you find the characteristics of this weapon and stuff like that?" So then it spawns in a discussion, and then you can go from there. Yeah. So like I feel like there's just stuff like that for me helped a lot because that way it also is a good way to create a discussion without like going through a list. Okay, I talked about everyone's weekends. I talked about this. I talked about that. It's just like it's just an ongoing conversation that's just easy to
It just
maintain.
kind of like flows.
It
Once you get
flows.
started.
Yeah, it flowed really well after that. But
So
yeah,
you would basically just be saying like just asking like more engagement type questions rather than generic type based questions. So like getting the opinion of somebody in the chat.
yeah. But yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and then I think just like also like my unique stuff that in my stream. So like I have like a dog on like the bot, like on the screen and stuff like that, and then people can type in like !, feed Lena, and then they'll feed the doggo, diddle the doggo. And then I started
that's-
like, and then I like because I
That engagement.
yeah, and I also like programmed my own bot. So like my bot can like an admin bot, so like Stream Elements bots and stuff like that. I programmed my own one.
Nice.
Yeah, so and then I added stuff like question of the day and stuff like that. So people can type in question of the day and they'll be like, what's your favorite game of all time? Or what's this? What's that? And then I've done another one.
I want to dabble on that because I've been holding this in the back pocket, but you did mention coding earlier, and I put
Yeah.
that away because like now you're talking
Tell you
about
what,
programming your own bot and whatnot. Like,
Yeah.
can we bring that full circle? What is your bot called? How do you code this?
So it's called Lena the NPC. Luke actually came up with the name, Lena the NPC, and then we did a vote for it, and we were like, come up with the name. We did the votes, and then I was just like, what do I want to make it unique to the stream? Because I think, or what makes it stand out? What makes it like people will feel happy and giddy about when they use it on the stream? So I was like, okay, question of the day. That'll be fun. That one's pretty complex to code. All the bot programming is all pseudocode, so it's kind of easy to learn because it's all documented. So I feel like if like a lot of people can learn it because it's not too hard. If you just know the logic around it, it's not too bad. It took me like a week to get to understand it. So I was just like, okay, question of the day, maybe the other type of things that like bring engagement, a coin flip. So that way maybe like, hey guys, so if we go this way or that way, we can have a coin flip. And then I started adding stuff like who am I game. So like just guess this character, and this character probably has like a quote or like a description of themselves, and then they guess the character and they can see if they're right or not. So there's a lot of things I like to add into the bot and code in, which is fun. And yeah.
Awesome. So we gotta. I'm gonna touch on that link. I mean, if you can, is this available to everybody, or is this just your own private bot?
Oh no, it's like exclusive to my chat.
See, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
like
thought you made the program and shit. And like, you
I
had
was
your
gonna
own
say-
No, no.
thing. I was gonna like, bro.
no,
what-
it's actual. It's all.
you're
It's
holding out on us.
Why
it's
are you
all.
holding out, bro? Why you being sus? Like,
I'm
help
not
out the other
sus.
guy, bro.
I can help out. I can help out.
I was
still
about to
types
say
like-
there might be
Yeah.
like some sort of a way you can build some
Yeah.
traction and promote that. That could bring
Mm.
some uniqueness to your channel. Maybe you this is just take grain of salt.
Mm.
It's just me spewing
We'll
things
call
out
it.
there.
Look, I got the perfect name for it, bro. Sussy bot.
I already named it.
Ooh.
Yeah, he already got the name.
I already got the name.
Rebrand.
Sussy
No,
bot. That's all it is.
Saucy Neshi, no.
No, just Sussy bot, bro. For all of us. Be
I think
like,
it's
"Who's
le-
that? That's that
well, a
suspicious
lot of
ass
people-
guy that's in my computer. His name is Neshi,
See?
and we all have to
Even-
respond like that.
Even someone in my chat goes, "Wow, I thought you guys were friends." He's holding out.
No, well, like it's a program called Cruise Control, so everybody can download it, and then you can start coding it the way you want it to code, and then yeah, you can. It starts off bare bones, and then you go from there. You can start doing like your own shout out command. You can do whatever you want as long as like the
That's-
logic works. It's
Have
good.
you ever
I
done
type like this, bro. You lost me at whatever you said. That's why I don't play keyboard and mouse, bro, because I have to
Mm.
be like WSD. Like I'm jumping around with my one finger.
just think it's a lot of buttons, right? Like a control only has like 11 over here. You got
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
30.
It's like push W. I have to look down, then push it.
Don't worry, I still play on controller at the end of the day as well.
Keyboard holds up controller.
But
Look, I'm no mathematician, but this isn't a keyboard.
not everybody could code, Neshi. I can make a man alive, but not code. Oh God, bold.
That's what I was gonna get at, right? So, would you or have you ever streamed yourself coding?
I have. I
Yeah.
so
How
I
has
was.
that gone?
It's all right. I think it's just more so trying to keep that motivation and trying to keep that habit of doing it. Because I think at that time when I was doing it, so for me, I can do a lot of different types of coding. So not Python, but like C++, C#, game development and stuff like that, web development, Photoshop, even though it's not programming, Photoshop, video editing. I have a wide range of things I can do in IT. And I was like, okay, maybe I love gaming. I love making games. Why not like stream me making a game on the software development category, which is a cursed category in of itself.
Wait. You make video games, bro?
Yeah, I have 2 that is published.
What's the name?
What?
Let's
What?
fucking.
Drop-
No,
let's
okay,
talk
so
about it.
okay, I'm not holding out. I'm just telling you all that gradually. Okay, so I'll give you the story. So they're not like actual published. I'm not getting monetization or anything like that. It's just fun uni projects that were sort of completed and they're published on the platforms. I'll give you the 2 examples. One is a VR game which I did for an internship for a game company called Liminal VR, which they have. They're sort of like a platform, and they have a Steam page where you can go to their Steam page to download their app and stuff like that. It's a platform where they call it experiences, where you have like 5 categories: pain relief, awe, calm. Oh, I don't remember the other 2, but like there's like 5 categories, and they have like experiences in that category. So like maybe if you want something calming, they have a VR experience where you look up into the skies and stuff like that. Where my team and I were like a bunch of game developers and like playing games, we wanted to do something in the exciting category. I forgot the name, but in the exciting category. So we did a game where you get 2 guns and you like inside a circus and you just shoot all the targets, sort of like you see in like a carnival where you just shoot all the ducks on a wall, but instead of like just shooting all the ducks on the wall, you just shoot everything in the circus inside the circus tent. And for the Liminal VR one, only they only will publish your game on that platform if it meets very high standards, and they gave like a statistic: 1 out of every 10 projects or uni projects only get published on their platform, because a lot of them don't meet that quality, but ours did. So we were very, very lucky, and I felt like it was like an insanely high accomplishment. And hey, Adventure
basically
I'm
Pineapple.
you're
still
professional.
waiting for the name of the game. You lost me in the whole technical aspect. I
Okay,
just
so
wanna know-
if you go to a Steam page called, so they're the company called is Liminal VR on Steam. And then you have to go into like the exciting category, and then you have to scroll down to our game, which was called Balloon Top, I think it was, something like that, Balloon Top or something like that. And then you go into that list, and then you click on the game, and then you play it. And then the second one, which I can show you, which I actually have published on Etsy, not Etsy, itch.io.
Nope.
Itch.io, where it was basically your hello.
Yeah, we
We
had to
have
make it work
sound,
somehow.
baby.
There we go. We have sound. Yes, we
got
can hear
sound,
you.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and
Alright.
children of all ages.
You know, we're struggling over here. We're doing it old school again. Sorry. for the
Nice.
interruption.
No, you're good. You're good. No need to apologize.
You know, that wasn't working. Well, we'll get it locked down at some point.
All
Anyway,
good. All
continue.
good.
Continue.
The second game I made, which was also like a unique project, it was a 2-person project in 12 weeks, where I like to come up with unique, wacky stuff, as you can tell. So my game was basically you're a taxi driver picking up thieves and dropping them off for them to escape. Like as soon as you pick them up, the police chase you, and you need to try and drop them off to a location before the police catch you. And
Playing GTA with Walter.
Sounds fun. Yeah, it sounds like some crazy taxi GTA.
Yeah.
mix, like-
That sounds amazing.
I can drop a link to my to the chat, my chat, and then the Discord chat if you guys want to see it. There's a YouTube video on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Does
definitely. You can drop links, man.
Definitely.
Shout if you can
Right.
grab whatever links too and bring them
I'll
over
put
here
it-
and drop them.
I'll put it in the general chat because I can't put it in the text chat on this voice chat, unfortunately. So
That's fine.
I put it in the
It's all
general,
good.
yeah. But yeah, yeah. So that one, I feel like it was a really good project. It was, even though it's only 12-week development, I feel like it was really polished. A huge map, for our skill set. We were still like amateurs and stuff like that. And that was all through like the Unity engine and stuff like that. And I always wanted to be a game developer if I work for a job. Now I'm realizing it's hard to get into the industry because they want you to be senior. They always ask for seniors and mid-levels. And then like the more popular game engine is Unreal.
Mm.
But yeah, but back to the sorry, you go.
Are you still gonna continue into that field just as a
I
dabble, as in,
would,
like, let me
I
create another
wish, but if it's difficult to get into that field, then I'm open for anything. If it's like video editing or web
What about
development.
bringing that into like your content creating?
Yeah, well, so I was going to go back to this. So like I wanted to stream that, but I think I was still burnt out from like game development for a while because in my very last semester of my uni project or my very last uni semester, I was working on 3 game projects at the same time: augmented reality, virtual reality, and the game itself. So I was just like, and I was basically, my life was just game development. Like
You're basically in a pressure cooker.
yeah. So then like the third one with the augmented reality ones, I wanted to make like a portal app. So like you'll have like a door, like when you have the phone in front of you, there'll be like a door in front of you. You go through that door, like you actually literally walk in real life, walk forward. You'll go through the door and you'll see like a room inside of it. It was a bit wonky, but it does do the job well.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like trying to learn virtual reality on the spot, trying to learn augmented reality, trying to like also make a proper game with feedback and stuff like that. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It'd be draining, and
Yeah.
especially like if you was to come to, I'm assuming if you was to come to stream to come and just try to chill and relax, trying
Yeah.
to stream that could be like just more pressure on you.
It's not necessarily, but yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, but yeah, it was just like I need to step away from game development for a while because I was like, I had probably had like an unhealthy schedule as well because like I knew my friends had like work during nighttime, like night shifts and stuff like that, or like they had to do the only time they could only work on the project is during the daytime. So then I would be the night owl for all projects. So I'll do probably like from like 8 o'clock to like 8 p.m. to like 4 a.m. just non-stop for all 3 projects. I'm just like, whew.
So do you still enjoy game development?
I do.
Is it still frequent?
I haven't touched it in a long time, but I feel like if I jump back into it, I feel like I will enjoy it again.
So now, if you haven't touched it again, bringing it back to the content stuff, it's not something that's like burning you out. This would be something more like enjoyable. If you was to mix the two with, everybody now, because I'm interested. Like these are all new connections now and stuff. I don't know shit about that. I would generally sit there and learn.
Yeah.
I'm watching the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
Taxi for Thieves. That shit looks actually fun.
Like I said, it was like the thing is because like you have to take into account game development takes years to develop. Take years to develop and publish and stuff like that. So for me and one other person to have that done in like 12, realistically like 9 weeks to complete is insane. And there's 3 levels to it, and it's a giant map. It's
Have
a
you
really
thought of
big.
doing games for Twitch streamers, interactive chat games.
You would have to learn networking, I think. And I haven't learned networking at the moment.
What do you mean?
Like to incorporate,
because it's
like,
all online.
the chat activity, yeah.
Yeah, you would probably have to
the
learn
chat
like
command,
networking.
If
If you ever get back into game development, please make me a Batman game. I don't know about that. That's copyright. But
yeah, the copyright shit.
but
Hey, what if
it
you
has
name
to
it
be-
Fat Man and make me the character?
It would have to be
Batman?
a bat, a walking bat.
Fat
a
Man,
walking
Fat
bat. But
just beats the shit out of people.
Man. Yeah, I walk around and I just shadow everybody and just
yeah,
going around it.
That'd be
like
fucking hilarious.
but yeah, like it's really I still get like shocked at that we able to deliver a game like that in like 9 weeks. Like I could like to give you like perspective. Do you know what is it? Wukong? Not Wukong.
I will be right back. I just need to move
Oh, good.
rooms.
Oh good.
problem.
Oh good. Do you know the game Wukong they've been trying to showcase and they have like the amazing graphics looking thing? I forgot the name. It's like Wukong something.
Wukong?
I have to double check the name. But basically that game they spend like nearly 7 months on one level. To give you perspective. They were saying like they were doing like documentations and stuff like that saying they spend like 7 months on one level trying to polish everything and make everything look good. That's insane to me.
Yeah,
trying to-
that's nice and all, but you
Yeah.
gotta have some money for that.
Yeah. Black Myth Wukong, that's the one.
That's
Back-
constant resources.
Cost and resource and stuff like that. Well, I mean, we bought the resources and stuff like that, so we had the stuff made for us. It was just that making the game. It was just the tough part, or the
actual like time spent to
the
do
coding,
everything and
the
prep.
level design. Because we also were the designers as well. The level designers, not actually making the thing, but like making the level itself, laying it all out, making sure the collision and stuff like that all works, and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, the testing process is another lengthy process in itself.
Hmm.
Cause even if something works, you find something or you tweak one little thing and it'll break something else. and-
Yeah. It's very fragile at times. It's very fragile at times, but it's fun. I find like for me when I like to.
It's rewarding, dude. Do you like? the
It's rewarding.
feeling?
Yes. Yeah.
Like that.
Like-
That's the best part. Like I dabbled with a little bit of coding. I think that was the best shit. Once you actually get it to work. and you
Yeah.
just
100%.
let it run. It's like fuck.
I even like for the bot, like I'm just like, oh, the question of the day works, because like I had the question of the day thing on the stream element spot before, but even with RNG, because that's how it worked. It was just it rolls a random number, and if it picks a certain number,
like
or if,
random dice or something.
yeah, and then it picks a certain number, and then it will go to the question. I always get the same number like 7 times in a row. So then I made it very sophisticated for like, okay, it's never going to roll a duplicate number in the next 5 tries. So like
that's a good one.
so like
That's
if
a
I
good rule.
yeah, so like if it rolls a question, if it rolls question 13, it's never going to ask question 13 in the next 5 rolls. So I made it like sophisticated. So I was just like, and then when I saw it worked, I was like, oh, I'm so
Do
happy.
you keep adding the questions? Like how many
Yeah.
questions?
I only added 20, but I would love to add more. I can add like an infinite amount of questions if I wanted to.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start like I'm gonna send you fucking 40 questions now or something. one
Yeah.
day. Just you take whichever ones or whatever. Like,
Mm.
oh man, that's
Yeah, it's
that's dope, bro.
like a lot of the coding, it's just very flexible, very, very flexible. And it was just like, it's really like if I like, and then I can like, if there's like say 50 questions, and then I can just add the non-duplicate counter, or the like make it not duplicate for the next 10 rolls instead of the 5 originally. So I can keep going and going and going and going. This is not like,
And the rule of the code is just like it's just rolling a random dice. So like
yeah,
1 through 20.
yeah, that's how mine works. So it's just like it rolls a random number between 1 to 20. If it lands on 1, it'll display question 1, and then but you can't use question 1 in the next 5 tries or in the next 5 turns or 5 rolls, I guess. And then when you roll again, it'll be question 13, and then 14, then 7, 8, and it keeps going. And then once after those 5 rolls, then number 1 can have a potential to be rolled again. So I like that. I like because like I said with the stream elements one, it was just so annoying. I would be like saying first, for example, like Bolt will roll it and he'll get question 1, and then 5 minutes later, Peanut will roll it and get question 1 again, and then like an hour later, another 2 people will roll question 1. I'm just like, this is awkward because then I'm just answering the same question over and over again, and I'm just like, well. What do you think is the best game? I just already answered that 3 times earlier. So I'm just like,
We had another question come up.
yeah,
Is what's the cheat codes to your game so I can seem like a god?
there's none.
Shaka.
I mean, I could only do it in Unity Unity engine of itself.
And another one is Neshi, talk about the women receptionist.
Oh,
Blue.
we're going
Moon?
left. Let's
Who
go
said
left.
that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Tell
I
me,
think
I
it's-
want to know.
I'm not ratting out. I'm not.
Just say it.
Say it.
The
Hey.
woman
There was a
receptionist.
Bruh,
Okay,
that
so
was-
there's a game. So I was telling you about the AI Somnium Files game, right?
Mhm.
It's absolutely the most insane. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. Well, yeah, it's probably in my top 4 games of all time, the series. And I
What-
think it was
what
like
is it?
AI The Somnium Files, and we played Nirvana Initiative, the sequel. It is some of the most wackiest, silliest, dumbest stuff of all time. Where, so like I told you, like where we were like one was like inhaling gas. There was like a moment when someone was storing the table. Another moment when someone was like sees like a little gas mask, and they're like you get the option to inhale it, and she inhales it, and then she spazzes out on the floor, and I couldn't stop laughing. There was like you get to see a receptionist who's like got like an enormous chest, and then the main character basically has like an AI assistant on their eyeball, so they get to talk to them. And when you're inspecting the receptionist, the AI eyeball is just like a receptionist with big tits. and then he inspected again. A receptionist with tits. and then he says, and then he inspected the third time. Tits. And then you and then you expected a 4th time. There are titties at the receptionist. And then it just kept on inspecting over and over and over again. And we couldn't stop laughing. It's the absolute, like, I think that game, I wish more people know about that game because it's an absolute blast. Like, I know Bolt had a great time. I know a lot of people that were watching those streams had some of the funniest times. Like, one of my most viewed Twitch clips is, I'll send it to you guys, is where one of the main characters, the AI for the main character gives you a description of this character. It's like Kaname Mizuki is Kaname Date is a lover of porno magazines, and then it just goes off scripts.
How you gonna sit there and tell me you're not sus?
No. I had to read what it's. I'll send you the link. It's my most viewed Twitch clip on the channel, and it's the absolute funniest thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. All right, let me find it, and I'll send it to you guys.
I'm sorry
And
about the quality, but this is the best I've got right now.
it should improve, I
See me in
think.
HD. No, this is it.
Oh really? What happened there?
Yeah.
All good. I'll send
I
it to
had
you.
to move room, so I'm on a laptop.
You know, welcome
All
to the
good.
technical problems team. It's great over here.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, switch to the phone.
Should I put it back in?
We make some things
Should
work
I-
when they need to work. You know what I mean?
I'll put it back in the general chat. If you guys want to delete it after, no stress. But there's the
Oh
clip.
no, you fine, bro. We leaving all this up, man.
All right, so I'll let you guys watch it, and I'll let you guys react to it. And you can see how my voice goes higher in pitch.
I think this is the clip where it all started with me saying that you were sus.
Yep.
That
Yep.
makes sense.
Because I remember coming into your chat and being like, "What did he say?" Like, I was so confused. Like I was beyond confused. Sorry, I'm just gonna.
You just fucking die laughing.
Yeah. It's just a random description, a random fact. The Big Bang. That's my favorite quote.
Wait a second. No way.
The Big Bang happened when God opened a porno mag. It's the best quote I think I've ever heard in my entire life.
Game of the year, baby.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like,
I love it. So you really like fucking dive into character and
Yeah.
dude, those be the best.
that game I didn't do the role playing for each character, but I still had such a fun. Like, there's like probably like 50 clips from that game alone. I'm not joking, because it was just constant. Like, it did such a perfect job of like making the serious moments serious and then the funny moments funny. Like, it kept it separate. Like, when there was serious moments, we're all back into that like immersion, like, oh shit, what's going to happen? And then it just tries to like lets itself go, and then just porno magazines. And that's the best line I think I've ever heard. The Big Bang happened when God opened a porno mag.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
You should hear his character, his robot character, bro. It's kind of cool. And you know what?
Yeah.
I want to see if you can do it, Teddy.
It's
His
pretty.
Elmo character is my favorite.
So I can do lots of different voices. So like this one is like robot. So this is how you do it. You breathe in. While you're breathing in, you're talking. So like, hello, I am a robot. Like this, no, nothing's like, look, hello, wow, dang, hello, I am a robot. Please update me. A lot of people think I might use like a, I think I use like a voice mod. It's all everything I do is all natural. Like, hello guys, what's up? My name is Neshalina. How's it going? I want you to come to my stream right now. This is
Yeah, I hate catfishing people.
yeah,
With
probably
that voice and that hair, you can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise.
yeah, true. Thank you for the follow. But new lord Neshalina, 100%. I used to call it Rachel, but I had friends named Rachel. It's like, this is awkward.
My favorite
Sorry, it's not
voice
so-
that you do is the Elmo one.
My name is Elmo. How's it going?
With you saying you had a real friend named Rachel, there's a question that says, do any of you in real life friends know you stream?
A few. Not too many. I wanted to like, initially I was like, this was more like a like a trial. And I was like, once I start building up an audience, then I said I was going to do it. I haven't done it to this day, but I think I post on, like, I have it like on my Facebook details. I have it like social medias and stuff like that. So they probably will be able to discover it, but I haven't made like a public, hey guys, on my Facebook, hey guys, I stream, come join it. I haven't done anything like that because I never use Facebook. I haven't like
noticed. I went to check all your links and there was like nothing there. I love your YouTube channel though, by the way.
Thank you. I started video editing like I started video editing in like May, and I feel like I was extremely new, and I was just like, this could be fun. You can just make stuff extremely silly and goofy. Like, I don't know which ones you probably saw, but like they started like you probably seen they started off basic and then they start getting more wacky and wacky.
Yeah, they went really wacky. I started seeing a bunch of stuff popping on the screen and stuff. I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah. So it's just like I have fun doing them. It just takes time doing them. That's the only thing. Like for me, like the longest I probably spent on like a 60-second clip was like 4 or 5 hours because I don't plan my clips. I just go on the flow. But even then, you just want to do, because like the subtitling takes the longest time. But even then, it's just like I want to learn, because like I said, I'm still learning. I want to do this. I want to learn how to do this effect, how to do keyframing, how to do this, how to do all that stuff. And I was just like, okay. And then once I get more comfortable, like before this one, like the last 7 I did daily, they all took like 1 to 2 hours because I was in that flow. I was in that rhythm. I was like getting very comfortable with it.
Figuring out your routine is probably the hardest part when you're just starting to edit. If you haven't edited before, that's
But yeah.
like that's the hardest shit.
But yeah,
With
like
with your YouTube channel, is it something that you're looking forward to going towards that platform 100%?
I don't know. I don't know what like I want to do with it. Like I want to do more shorts with it because I think shorts give you the most exposure. But I also want to make long content. But I think I forgot what the streamer's name, but he does something like monthly highlights on his full videos and then like all other highlights on it as shorts. But the thing for me, I don't know, this could be just my case uniquely. I haven't gotten many followers from TikTok or YouTube or like other apps like Hover and stuff like that to Twitch, where I have like many friends that just they did. Like PS2's gotten many followers. I know one of my mods, Zedeli, has gotten like 30 followers from TikTok to Twitch, and I just like I learned advice, probably stick your Twitch URL on the top. That might help and stuff like that. I've done a lot of stuff like that. It doesn't work, but for me, at least, but you just have to keep trying. But even then, I still have fun video editing at the end of the day. But yeah, it's just patience, I guess.
How do you enjoy like the learning experience, like finding out new things to do?
I like, I always like to learn. I'm a pretty fast learner as well. Like just learning, and like I get really good, like a ton of satisfaction when I do
like when I learn, and then when I also do something unique. So like for example, when I do my assignments for a uni project. So like one of my very first game assignments I did was everyone was doing like a third person hack and slash game, but everyone was just doing like the same thing. I wanted to do something different. Mine was still hack and slash, it was still basic, but like I wanted to have like a unique thing where when you open up your like your special abilities menu, everything slows down. And this was like inspired by Final Fantasy VII Remake, if any of you guys played that.
Here
I
we
haven't
go
played
with
the
the Final
remake, but-
Fantasy.
Good old Final Fantasy.
Wait, big old Final Fantasy fan?
I am. I played. I surprised. I played a lot of hours in 14, like 16,000 plus hours into 14. From 2013 to 2019. From
It
2013
broke
to.
my heart after they went 3D, man. My
Yeah.
favorite in my heart stood at.
I still
Final
like the.
Fantasy VII.
I started playing the classics,
I've
and I
done,
did love
like-
the classics.
I think I've done like over 1,000 or so hours into
Whew.
10.
Nice.
Mm.
But
But
With you saying unique, one thing that was brought up in the chat was, what's the most unique thing you are proud of or thrive off on your stream? That's from Turtle Tunes.
well, that's a good question. I think it's just the silliness. I honestly think, like, you're never going to. Like I said, I don't plan my content, so you're never going to know what you're going to expect from my stream. Like, if you were to ask me last month, hey Neshi, if from now on all your voice chats are going to be considered dates. And then it'll be like a gag, like a running theme, and they'll be like, "Hey guys, we're on a 5-way date. We're on a 6-way date." Like if you were to ask me that a month ago, I would never believed you, but I wouldn't be surprised because it's my stream now. Like we legit, like three weeks ago, that was what happened. Like, Lyric was just trolling, and then like Daredevil was also just like, Neshi, are you on a date right now in voice chat? I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
So that's what that was.
What?
I think
Yes.
I figure out what the
Yeah.
hell was going on. Because Luke came into my chat being like, "So you and Neshi were on a date," and I was
No,
like, "Not
he
that
did
I'm
that
bloody
first.
aware of.
He
I didn't
did
have
that
no
first.
support for me."
Yeah, he did that first. He did that first, but then spilled over to like.
For like a week, bro.
Then it's oh, your video ended. Oh, good. Then
Sure, Max.
no, yeah. Then like it spilled over to like the next stream or like the next couple streams when I gone into the voice chat with a friend that I haven't seen in like a decade. Oh, Neshi, you're on a date? and then a third person joined in. Oh, Neshi, you're on a 3-way date? And then I was just like, no, what do you mean? And then I just like, okay, I'm gonna have to just play it along. I'm just gonna have to play it along. And I was just like, all right, we're on a 3-way date. We're on a 4-way date. We're on a 5-way date. Do you want to make it a 6-way date? And then it just kept on getting silly.
So,
Yes.
You're getting all the dates.
And good night,
Which one was your
Rosa. Good night,
favorite date?
Rosa. Pardon? What's my
which one
favorite?
was your favorite date?
I can't say that. I'm constantly in dates now. I don't know.
You know what?
Oh my
I'm leaving.
God.
I'm leaving.
Why?
I can't believe you didn't say me.
Well,
Just
sir.
like that, dude, you're in trouble.
It definitely was
what-
definitely.
What's the
I'm
biggest or
kidding.
most important lesson you learned as a streamer, whether it be a simple lesson or a very deep one? Blue Moon.
Oh, Ricky. What was that? What's the biggest lesson I learned?
Yeah,
Essentially.
it says, what's the biggest, most important lesson you learned as a streamer, whether it be a simple lesson or a very deep lesson?
Be myself. Be myself. Just don't just question yourself of your personality or anything like that. Just be yourself. I like prior to streaming, so I'll go a little bit deep, but I don't want to go too deep, but like in 20
People like deep.
yeah, I was about to say, yo, girl, this is your podcast.
Deep,
This is
bro.
we
Yeah,
wanna
no.
know
Yes.
We want
how
you, to
you
go
became
deep, baby.
Yes.
Neshi Legacy. Like, what
So-
is this?
So 20 nights.
Hey!
So like I mentioned with Final Fantasy 14, I stopped it for a reason because there was just so much drama and stuff like that at that point. I was like an FC leader. I was like well respected in my server and stuff like that, but then just drama happens, the mistake, like people, myself and many others made mistakes, and then the FC fell apart. So then I moved servers, and then like I was just like I lost love for the game and stuff like that. And then I had a friend who was like sort of like my coping partner, like my coping friend, like just because I was sort of like hurt from it for a while. So then I was just like, okay, all right, and then like fast forward like to a couple of days after Christmas, I was like, okay, I got a gift because I got everyone a Christmas gift, but I also got an extra gift from my friend because we both played Final Fantasy 14. I got a gift where I waited 3 hours in line for a t-shirt and then $50 on a plushie. I was like, okay, she's gonna probably like this gift. There's no love intentions or anything like that, just a pure appreciation. And then I was just like, all right, here's the gift. It got rejected, and then I got scolded at. And then that's when, at that point, it was like questioning myself. I was like, for especially 2020, and I think the pandemic didn't help. I was questioning, am I a good friend? I had like tons of doubts. Like, am I a good friend? Am I a good person? It's just felt like even like the good stuff that I try, or even like the good things that I try to do, is that something? Is it like, why is it still not working? Why, like anything I do is just, something's just not working. And it's just like, I spent so much in 2020 just like a lot, like alone, and it was just like very, very difficult. And then it was just like 2021 is just like, I think it was just like that, what made me want to stream is just like to discover myself again, I guess it was. And then it's just like put belief back into myself. And that's why I made a post on my announcement. It's just like 2022 has made me reaffirm myself of who I am, and that I am a good friend to a lot of people, or at least I like to think I am a good friend to a lot of people. And it was just yeah, and it is. Yes, thank you. But it's just like that was. Thank you. It was just very, very, that like 2020 was so difficult. It was very difficult. It was just like I said, it was just like the year of doubt, and I think it was just like.
Would you say like overcoming all of that self battle was your biggest lesson?
Yeah, it was because like I said, it's just like I don't have like I didn't do like stuff happens for a reason. You're going to lose friends in life. Stuff happens. You can't control of it. You have to move on, but you just have to still be yourself at the end of the day. And I feel like I didn't change myself to be like, well, like, as in like. I'm still myself. I'm still trying to be like passionate, like caring to people. I always want to still like I kept that. I didn't change anything or anything like that. So it's just like yeah, and maybe it's just like a lot of those events in 2019 was just a string of bad luck, and that's what just happened. I feel like, and yeah, and I feel like I said, I think that's.
The thing is as well, like you're gonna make mistakes.
Yeah.
It's how you learn from those that
Yeah.
define how much of a mistake that is. Because
Yeah.
You're not born, for Christ's sake, you're not born knowing everything.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot of dumb stuff I have done, continue to do. It's what you do when you get
Afterwards.
pulled up on it or when you realize.
Yeah.
Like it's not the mistake you make, it's how you deal with the mistake you make.
Yeah. And that's why I said like that's why I just felt like 2020 was just so reaffirming because like 2021, 2020 I just spent like the birthdays and like all the holidays alone. It was just like it was rough, but it was just like I can cope with it. But it was just like you still continue to just have those doubts, and then you just go through the past memories, and you just like, oh, I miss this memory, I miss that memory, I miss this memory, and I think I was just at that time just too focused on the negative. So like nowadays, I just appreciate all the positive stuff that just happens now, and I just don't look at anything negative at these days. And I feel like that's just like the biggest, like I said, probably the two biggest lessons. Just always just focus, appreciate the now, and just still be yourself. Reaffirm myself of who I am.
So, with you growing all these past 2 years, now that we're coming to 2023, you know, do you have any plans for your channel that you want to accomplish this year?
I really don't know anymore, to be honest. Like, I have like minor ones, but I'm not gonna be like fussed. Oh darn, I didn't get it. Like, and Norris Peanut, hope you have a good night. Like, if I get to 15 viewers average, I'm happy. But if I'm not gonna get to 15 average viewers, I'm cool with it as well. I'm not gonna be like, dang guys, I'm going to blame you because we didn't get 15 average viewers or a certain amount of like I'm never going to ask for money or subs or anything like that, because when I started streaming, when I first became affiliate, I read like Reddit posts like people saying it takes some years to get their first payment, and I was like, okay, then maybe I'm not going to be focusing Twitch as a monetary thing. I'm just going to do it just for fun. And like I was literally content of never making a single cent on Twitch. Literally content of never making a single cent on Twitch, as long as I just still had fun, and which I still am. And Yeah, like if I was like last year, I started off 2022 as 56 followers. I would have never guessed I would have ended up with like over 500 followers in that year, especially when 2021 I only gained like 50. So I can't predict what's going to happen. And I also went from 3 average viewers all the way up to like 10. That's insane to me. Like I'm never going to be able to predict that. Yeah.
That is. Even the 3 is insane, bro. To really sit there and be like, hey, look, I'm doing something right now and I got fucking 3 people tuned in watching whatever it is you're doing. That's insane. Like you don't need to minimize anything.
It's crazy to think about because I had thought about this recently where Moist Critical gave like a statistic where this was 2021. If you're averaging more than 5 viewers, you're already on the top 6% of Twitch. I didn't even think about it like that. I was like
once you break the analytics down, it's like, oh,
that's insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, like even like when I like looked at some analytics, it was like I was like the top 6,000th streamer on Twitch live like a couple days ago or something like that. And I'm just like, it comes into and then I had another statistic pointed at me, which was a bit sketchy. I feel like the person that was doing it, because he was doing like a game promotion and they had like this sketchy thing where if you play the game and the higher on the leaderboards you go, the more exposure and viewerships you get on Twitch. It's sketchy, but like they gave me a statistic that there's 9 million streamers and 3 million active 9 million active streamers and 3 million active viewers. I don't know if that's true or not, but even when you come to like that realization, or even just like not active but like just like 9 million streamers and 3 million viewers, that's to split that into many different channels, that's also crazy. And then that's why like I see where a lot of people say like discoverability on Twitch is difficult. I think I've been more lucky because now like
imagine the database of people that's on, I don't know the exact number, but like a big platform like YouTube or something. So that's why people are like, hey, you could possibly reach out to X amount. I think it's probably like 1 billion by now or something. Or 100 million. It's huge.
But yeah, it's crazy. But like I feel like I'm extremely fortunate because I get told quite a bit now that I'm appearing on people's homepage on Twitch. Not on like the top bar, but like on the side. That's insane. I can't believe that. That's insane to me. I'm like, what? Why me? Why? How? What? This is insane. It's funny. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, it feels surreal. I feel like I feel like a part of it is also luck. So I also feel like I'm being lucky and fortunate at the same time. But I'm appreciative regardless of like if I had 5 viewers to 10 viewers to 15 viewers, I'm always going to be appreciative of every single person taking their time out of their day to watch me, that's like because I know like some people can like focus on the viewership, but for me I'm not like I started off focusing on viewerships and like I had like pretty bad habits. Like if I lost a oh, Paul, thank you so much for the donor. If I lost like a follower like in 2021 because I was building up to affiliate, or even like early 2022, I would get like, I wouldn't show it on stream, but like I'll be like, oh god dang it, I lost a follower. And I feel like not necessarily full on defeated, but I'll feel like gutted a little bit. I'll be like, oh dang, I lost a follower.
That happens with a lot of streamers, especially early on because the number is so small that you could like really pay attention to it. The thing is though, is that's gonna always fluctuate, and essentially the more you have, the more it will, right? So like, you might go crazy over 1 or 2 now, but then a year or 2 from now, it's like, bro, I lost 10, 20 followers a day. Like this is just.
But yeah,
I feel like we discourage ourselves too much with that, and it doesn't matter how
many followers. Yes, I think I focused off from followers now, and because like I said, I've tried to focus on the now, what's happening, and then I'm very extremely appreciative of the community I have now. Like early, like in the start of, like in the end of 2021, I had no one on my Discord. I now have like 140. So like every single person I got on Discord is from the start of 2022. And now it's just like, what the hell? That's why it just feels so real to me, and that's why I try to tell myself, sure, maybe I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have that, but I still have a community that still appreciates me and loves me, and I love them back. And that's something I'll
It's
never.
a great
It's a
feeling,
great
especially once
feeling.
you sit down and you just really
Mm.
bask in it. And it's like, bro, this is, something that like maybe we used to want to do, or you'd be like,
Mm.
hey, one day I would like to do that or something. And when it's like actually happening,
Mm.
regardless the scale, it feels amazing, bro.
Mm.
Like the fact that you're actually interacting and touching and networking with all these people around the world is insane, bro.
Mm.
It's a great feeling.
That's why I say like if
Honestly, that's like the best feeling of the Twitch experience so
yeah.
far.
That's why I say like my 2023 goals. It's I leave it unknown because I don't want to just set a goal expectation and be like, oh, if I get to 15 viewers, I'm going to be happy. I'm always going to be happy regardless. I'm just basically like just riding the wave of momentum. I feel like at the
Well,
moment.
what is something minuscule that like a smaller goal that will help achieve that goal? You think?
What do you mean by that? Like will help me just
So like what is
So
something
basically,
small that you work or you would work on that'll help you achieve that goal? So like
like
if you're
basically,
like,
like
okay, I got
your
this content coming out or something like
like
that.
improve my content wise.
no, like say
Anything.
you got a
Mm.
15, like your goal is like minimum. I want to
Average.
get to 15 average.
Average.
What am I gonna
Oh,
do to get to 15 average? What is that small step that's gonna get me from the 10 to the 15 that I want to focus on?
oh, that's a good
That's
question.
basically what the
Yeah,
question comes down to.
that's a good question.
We can hang the
Mm.
end goal, right?
Yeah.
We can hang the long term goal. That's something you want to complete, hopefully.
Mm.
But what is something small term that you could
I think just constantly evolving my content. I think that's one thing I notice I do a lot, just constantly evolve my content. Like before, I didn't have a dog in the screen, like my digital dog in the screen. Before I didn't have my own bot. Before, like I constantly evolve my content, just so, because I feel like in my view, if you constantly just if your content is stale, if it's not like constantly improving or like evolving, it's just going to get people bored, I guess. So that's why maybe add more features to like the bot. I don't know if it'll guarantee more exposure, but like maybe like more more edited videos on Twitch. Sorry, maybe more edited videos on TikTok, YouTube. Maybe more features on my bot. Maybe more variety of streams. Like I had an idea because I hit 600 recently. I thought maybe I get like a keyboard and for the celebration I thought maybe we can do like a live video editing, so that way everyone from the community gets to help me edit my channel trailer. I thought maybe because this is all the clips are like memories of with other people, or other people got to experience it. Maybe I get to share that with everyone else, or many other, like there's a lot of different things I feel like, but I think the biggest one would just continuously to evolve my content. I feel like if it's like giant steps, little steps, I don't know, but like I think if I just continuously evolve, I think it would make a big difference. Something
that's
like
made
that.
the biggest impact so far?
Huh?
You feel like I say you feel like that's made the biggest impact
I think
so far?
so.
Mhm.
I think that's like I said, like being myself still, and then just constantly evolving my content. I think because like having like your own overlays, like having your own like stuff, it also adds to your personality to your stream. So like I don't think many streams are going to have like a sus command, or like Neshi is still sus command, or like a coin flip or stuff like that. It's going to be like kind of unique to me. And then like you can have like a head pat on the dog, or like I did like a green screen edited video where you redeem it and it says Neshi is sus, but then you have like a battle between two people and it's got the names above it. It's be like sus versus Neshi, and they're just constantly fighting and stuff like that. So like I like continuously just to add like stuff that feels unique to me, and that but people will still appreciate. Something like that, yeah.
Now, how is like the activity on like social media or like other platforms, content platforms?
It's all right. It's not the like I get it's hard, it's very inconsistent, like
Yeah.
posting stuff or like engage attend not engagement but like viewership and stuff like that. Like one
What is causing the inconsistency, you think?
I have no idea. I think like my latest one got like 1,000 views on like TikTok, but like 100 views on YouTube. But then like the video prior to that only has 200, and then 80, and then it's just like maybe it's like I think I probably have to go further into like the clickbaity type of things, which I'm not into, but I think it probably gets more of the people's interest, I
To
think.
dabble with like there's like with the TikTok stuff, there's a couple really popular hashtags or like
Hey, Lissa.
you could like add a music or add songs and mute the song or incorporate the song in the edit, like just so
Yeah,
that
I
way
do
it's on
that.
that
Yeah.
algorithm. So like there's ways to dabble with it. I'm not like a TikTok expert or nothing, but like do you feel like it's the results so far that's causing the inconsistency? Because maybe you like not seeing the results or something, and maybe it's not causing you to post more or stuff like that.
I think it's just the time. The reason why I don't upload consistently is just time. It's just it takes so much.
Have you ever tried to bang out like this is one technique I've seen other people succeed with. Have you ever tried to bang out like multiple weeks of content in one sitting? Because like you talked about making 160-second clip, you know, in
4
3
hours.
hours or
Yes,
so.
yeah.
Like let's say you just commit one whole day, you bang out like, you know, 4 or 5 videos in one day, and then
Yeah.
you periodically upload them.
I could do something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I could do something like that. Yeah, it's just a lot of hours to commit to, and they're just
That's a
finding the
lot of
clips.
hours.
That's the shit. It's
That's
like
what all
that.
this stuff
Really
is.
throw that all in one day.
I could do something. Yeah, I could do something like that. Get into the rhythm. It's something I could consider. It's just it's just the time and just the energy, because it's just a lot. Like
Sure.
it's a
Kinda
lot.
just dabble with the whole evolving the content concept right now. So like let's say like a lot of how-to videos. Like I've never heard of somebody coding their own bot for streaming and shit. Like, that's just right. So what if you just dabble with some like quick little 15-second clips or whatever, however the posting limit is, like for TikTok or something, and you do like how-to videos, and then it's like, okay, you know, you could learn more live, and it's still redirecting and putting that funnel traffic into Twitch.
I think it's because of the bot. It's extremely niche. It could probably work. It's just extremely niche because it's a program that not a lot of people know.
Exactly.
But that's
Yeah.
the thing, you'd be
Yeah.
like
That's the
introducing it
ex-
to people
Mm.
because a lot
Yeah.
of people that love like a really good example is like people like Dardoon, who you've seen around my channel. He's popped into yours a couple of times. He loves doing stuff that's like extremely personalized to his
Like the
channel.
flash grenades and stuff like
People
that.
like that,
Yeah.
yeah, people like that would love something like that. That's completely customizable to their own channel.
Mm.
Yeah.
That they
Especially,
have complete
I feel,
control over.
and I
you
feel
go.
like in this situation, it would just, it would really, it would allow for almost like a just chatting kind of environment if you're doing something like that, where people would very likely like it's not even the activity itself, I think, that would need to be the thing or the draw to hold people there, but if it's something that you're doing and it's actively contributing to your channel that people are already watching and already fucking like, well then seems like it could be a real great thing to just do, almost like watching a movie and doing a craft or something like that. It's a type of multitasking where you're giving that really wonderful feedback to your streaming audience, which it sounds like are mostly friends, and that's kind of been the primary draw for you overall, is creating a community that you can really like interact with in a friendly way, and it's not something that you're trying to grow to be something that financially sustains you per se, but grow that community. And I feel like if you're doing anything, whether it's coding a dog or what have you, if you're doing it on your streaming, you're doing your chatting just as you are, like this is very engaging. Very engaging.
Thank you.
Especially
Thank you.
because with what you're doing, like you have obviously put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
And not just the thought, your execution is very like, oh well, I'm gonna try this thing, but if I get hit on the shoulder, no big deal. We'll just keep going.
Yeah, I'm never gonna be like, oh,
That's
like I don't like if something fails, I'm not gonna be like, darn it, no, I'm not gonna rage. I'm just like, okay, cool, yeah, let's go on, let's move on, let's move on. I feel like I'm someone who just rarely gets angry. I'm very chill. I feel like I've never like I can probably recall like the last time I've gotten angry was probably like 15 years ago. I'm too chill.
I literally said to Maldred yesterday, I was like, Neshi is the only person that I have never seen angry, annoyed, slightly disgruntled, nothing. I was like, I was like, I couldn't piss this man tried, and
Yeah.
I tried.
Like
Like,
I had like a moment
I
like
feel bad.
yeah, I had like a moment that was like a little bit of like a I think like a misunderstanding on like one of the viewers. Like they thought I was trolling on PS2 stream or something like that. So then I was like, oh, I was a little bit bummed out. And then one of my friends knew her. Who was like, Neshi, you're like the most positive person I've ever seen in my life. I can't see you go down. You can't be down like this. What is happening? And they were like checking like, is everything all right? What is happening? I'm like, okay, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's not that bad. I'm just a little bummed out. It's like, Neshi, you're so positive. Come on, what's
Yeah.
this is unreal.
I literally, the two words that come to my mind when I think of, well, sorry, there's three words that come to my mind when I think of you, and it's exactly what I said to Teddy. It's exactly what I said to Muldrick, and I said, he's wholesome, he's positive, but most of all, he's.
Oh God.
He's sus.
No.
He's so sus.
Yeah.
He's so sus.
sus.
That stuck to me. He's so sus. And I'm
Like,
not
even,
blaming
like-
him. I'm the one that got
like,
me
even-
thinking you're sus, bro.
Like even when I got
I'm
followed,
not, I'll take it.
like even when I got follow botted like what last week, I was like, oh, that's cute. Cool. Legit, that's what I just said on Twitter. I was like, oh, that's cute. Let's just keep playing. I don't care.
So,
Neshi's the
coming
type of
into-
person that when someone messes with him, he's like, "Are you okay?" And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
So one of the questions they have is because you were talking about growth. They brought up what do you plan to do for your 1K follow stream?
I don't know. 500
Because
was
they-
like the cam debut. I don't know what to top that. Like they wanted me to
"Here's
wear
the plan.
what?
Here's the plan.
What?
You got two options. Hit
Oh.
1,000 before you come here, and I'll do your makeup on your stream.
That's like a month away.
You can do that. It's fine.
Possible. Possible.
It's
And this-
possible.
These how-to videos. Listen, I'm coming.
Petty's
How to do
August
Neshi
5,
makeup Neshi style
yeah.
Wait. She's doing your makeup on stream.
on when I go to fly to Perth in February. Plus, if she wants to, if she's down to.
I think she
told
already
him,
said
I was like,
yes.
I said I'll do his and he can do mine. but he
I'm
doesn't wanna do
terrified.
mine.
I'm too
Wait,
terrible. I feel like I would
hold on,
mess it
hold
up
on.
so badly.
I gotta get into this, right? So you're going to Perth.
Yes.
You're gonna get your makeup done by KO. Can
Yes.
the chat choose the style of makeup?
I don't know. I never had
I mean,
makeup
I-
on
I-
my
that
face
would
in
be
my entire
amazing,
life.
like, you know,
Yeah.
Am I gonna get glamour? Like
Oh,
super
hello,
glamour?
everybody. Welcome
You know
up.
what I mean? Glamour,
Like that.
natural.
I don't know.
we can, and your chat picks it.
All right. I'm happy
I'm just
for
saying-
anything. I'm happy for
I think
anything.
Further. I think it could go further, y'all. Like, all right, look, if you're doing how-tos, as Teddy
Yes.
keeps trying to get in here, right? Like, and then you go over here and Chaotic comes and does your makeup on stream. Well, then you could take that on stream clip and make some content about that to put on your YouTube video where you then going over it and being your goofy, wacky self, using your voices, being like, and
Yes.
now we're like, eyeshadow
Hello,
brush.
everyone.
I think a how-to video with
I
the
have
quirky
one
voice
request.
Yes.
would be crazy. What?
I have one request.
What?
I need you to do a voiceover. I'll do a video. I need you to do a voiceover in the Elmo voice.
Hello, everybody. It is I, Tyler Amateur. Welcome to my
You got a meetup, you got like more engagement, you got content on YouTube, continue on.
Like
I don't
that?
know. I just want to see Neshi and glamour makeup. I don't know. You gotta throw some fucking, sparkles in the eye. So when he just does this, whole flapping the wings. Wait, are you
Can't
put?
see it, we'll do this. It's fine.
Yeah, we got. I'm just saying.
This beautiful
And-
long hair too. Got to get some braids or something
Dude,
with
you
those.
put
Oh,
like
God.
a sub goal for the month for you to show up with that makeup to the event you're going. I'm just saying, like,
No.
How many-
Not in front of
how many
15,000 people.
subs
Hell
would it
no.
take for you to show up.
None. None.
None. For free.
Well, backpedals to me, none.
None. None.
Man, we could get a tweet trending.
Oh God.
Yeah. Bro, I have to go live when I'm going shopping for my freaking Sailor Smash outfit.
I don't have. I'm a shy individual. I don't have that courage.
You know what? I will literally come as your bodyguard.
Is this a 2023 goal? I hear courage.
Oh God.
It's
Alyssa,
like what I walk into.
Alyssa, thank you for the biddies. Also, Alyssa, Chaotic Alyssa said she loved your hair.
Ah, thank you.
But oh god, I'd be terrified. Like when I went to PAX and I met one other streamer, they're like, Nishi, you're a very quiet individual. You're a cool bean. I'm like, yeah, I'm shy. That's why I was just like, I'm not because like in my high school and primary school and all that, I was a quiet student. I would probably say like 5 words a day. I
Do you
was
feel
shy.
like do you feel like Twitch gives you a shell to like sort of be yourself and not shy? Like does
Eh.
it help you defeat that fear?
Sort of. Yeah, sort of. Because it's just like when you go online for content, you're finding entertainment, and I feel like I can provide that entertainment, and I don't have to feel judged. Like I don't have to like. There's all types of entertainment. Even mine can just be goofy, and it might not be fun. It might be funny to some, it might not be funny to others. But I just provide goofiness. That's why I always say I'm just a goofball at the end of the day. That's my motto. Just I'm a goofball.
We're at an hour and 32 minutes of being live on the podcast. Teddy,
Oh,
do you
look
want
at
to do
that
the
shit.
check-in real quick, baby? Because
Yes.
the old
Yeah.
man's got to go to the restroom.
Yeah, I'm about to say. So usually we check it every hour, but like yo, we just been vibing. The time goes fast.
It does.
So we do an hour and a half check-in. Yeah, if anybody needs refills, use the restroom.
I'm good. I'm good.
Feel free to do
I'll be back.
so.
No worries. But yeah,
Yeah, I might actually do so. All this damn coffee. My coffee done, y'all. Look at this.
I still have my iced coffee.
I didn't have my teeth made today, yo.
What's the saying? Yo, this is the first podcast I think I've ever drank coffee on.
Nice.
Oh,
It's
really?
dope.
Oh, he's stepping it up.
Did I have
son.
coffee on the last one?
Yeah, you had coffee on the last one, unless you were lying to us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
that's right.
no,
'Cause they were like,
Did make coffee.
Guys,
Yes.
guys,
Like, I make coffee.
Teddy
this
is sus.
amount of time.
wow, so is this back-to-back
Coffee's so
fucking
fast.
podcast? That's crazy. I'm gonna make coffee every
Teddy is
podcast.
sus.
I used to
Sassy Teddy.
do podcasts
Saucy
and, like,
Teddy.
drink and get all wasted. This is a different feeling, man. I love it.
Toxic Teddy and Sassy Neshi.
oh my god.
The more I hear this, Nessie, I just keep feeling. I keep looking. I keep seeing Nessie
While
in
this is
my head.
happening,
man.
I'm gonna try and
Seeing
pop the
Nessie in my
streams
head.
up.
Yes.
Yeah, let me actually.
I just can't
Yeah,
stop. Now I'm just
myself, yeah.
envisioning. Now I'm just envisioning the whole Elmo
Oh, that's such a
voiceover.
voice.
I just envisioned the whole
Yeah,
Elmo
that's-
voiceover now.
Isn't it great? I think.
No, so do you want to actually hear my idea for that?
All right, go for it.
Like my idea was, you know how like I don't know if you would have seen them, but it was basically like so girls would film how they did their makeup, like they'd show what the product was,
And then they do like the
quickly do
whole
it, whatever.
this thing.
No, but like,
Yeah.
they wouldn't do the voiceover, and they would get like one of their male friends or their boyfriend or whatever to explain what was happening in the video.
What?
Yeah.
The boyfriends?
It's a big trend on TikTok. It was
Like-
huge, yo.
Yeah. Like it was their
Huh.
male friend or their brother or their dad, their boyfriend, like just a male in their life.
I just
And they
envisioned.
would have to
I just
like,
envisioned.
yeah, so one
Oh,
of them was
hey,
like,
my
"What
daughter's
the
putting
hell
on
is that?"
makeup. My daughter's putting on makeup. There you go.
Literally, that's what my dad would do. That's why I
Actually,
never
taking
asked him to
this.
do it.
Powder and putting it on my eyelids in such a way.
my
Yeah.
daughter's eyelids, yeah. But
And
just
it
an
should be
Elmo.
like, there is an egg, and now there is stuff on the egg, and
Yeah.
there's stuff on the egg on the face. I don't understand what's going on.
No, I'm just now I just imagine Elmo. Oh, she got the brush. There's the powder.
That's what I want.
The powder is going on her head, on her face. Like it'll be weird as hell.
Oh God, what is behind me?
But yeah, no, that'll be hilarious. I'm down for that. I'm
I
down
have
for
to get
that.
some sugar in my body.
Oh, good.
You're not sweet enough.
Huh?
You're not sweet enough.
Just trying to get sweeter, baby.
Nice.
I'm on that sugar free.
I think it would be even more weird if you did the robot. If I did the robot one, honestly. I know Elmo would be funny. Yeah, I know. They'd be like, "We are getting the brush. We are now applying on your face. Wow.
Yeah.
But that, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like in like the serial killer documentaries, where it's like
Hmm.
I can't think of anything. It's like, and they went down the stairwell. Like it's like in that voice.
And
And
I
it was like
went
at
down.
this moment he knew he fucked.
And at that moment, he knew he fucked up. Try it. Try the voice. I want you guys to try the voice. I want to see if you guys can.
died the last time I tried. I
Try it.
I
Try.
I tried it that
I
day
know.
you told me about it.
Hmm?
And I ain't
You know how
trying it.
much of an inconvenience it's gonna be if I die today.
What about you, Shia? Can you do it?
Oh, of course. Of course. Come
Try
on
it.
now.
Everybody can talk. Everybody can talk going in. I just sound a little bit different when I do.
There you go.
Not no robot. It's
See?
not no robot.
It's not that hard. You just breathe in and talk. Wow.
I can't breathe
Wow.
as it is.
My mind
Whoa.
went somewhere else when he said that. Swallow the air, and it's not that hard.
No, I just said breathe in. Try it, Moldrick. Just try once, like one
I'm
word.
good, bro.
Why
I
not?
tried that day. I don't want to die.
I feel like
Take it from someone who almost did. It's not a vibe.
Mm.
It's not how you want to go.
can
No.
you hum by breathing air in? Because I feel like that'd be
What
good
was
stuff.
Something like
I
that.
didn't hear what you said. What was that?
No,
Hum.
bro. Look, I'm fucking old. I'm set on my ways. You fucking breathe out when you're talking. You ain't gonna switch this old man, bro.
I have a voice that has like apparently like 2 tones to it. It's before it was like the most taxing voice, and it's like the devil voice. And I only discovered it like what May of last year. It goes like this. Yes, hello, welcome to the stream.
Wait. You said you discovered it last year. Like, do you sit there and like just randomly try to make?
I was playing Persona 5 and I was doing role playing as all the characters, and I was like a demon. I was like, what's a demon voice? What's a demon voice? And I was just like changing my vocal cords and all that. I was like, yes, wow, dang. And I was like, whoa, that's a cool voice. How the hell did I do that? And I was just like practicing, and like before it would drain me after one sentence, but I can now talk it like normally. Like,
Wait, you
Man's
said-
out here training his vocal cords.
I was about to say training your vocal cords. Do you sing?
no.
No.
We did it last
What do you
night.
mean?
You answered that too quick. You're lying.
I don't.
Role playing.
Wait. Do you
Tell
sing?
me the
There's
truth.
no.
Tell me
There's
the
no
truth
way
right
you
now.
don't sing and you talking about training your vocal cords.
No. Practicing that voice specifically, I'm saying. Because it was draining before, but now when I can do it, I can probably speak for like 5 minutes before it wears out on me, on that voice. Before it was like one sentence, done. Because it was super taxing, but now it's like a lot more easier. Like I said, because like, it's so weird. I don't know, I can't even begin to describe how to do that voice. It just... As people's just like, there's 2 voices in your throat? There's what? And they, yes, I am the devil. Oh, wow. Like, can you hear it? There's like 2 tones from it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's
It's
just,
like that raspy. And
Yeah.
then your voice is like poking through.
it's weird.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God, no.
I don't know how I did it. I don't know how to describe it or how to teach it. I can't tell you. It's so weird, and I now have it.
It's
I
now
d-
in your tool belt.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
I-
I wish I had a party trick like that. I don't
Yeah.
have any. Like, I can hyperextend my elbows. That's it. That's all I've got.
Well, I mean, I mean, I used to be able to do other voices like Marge Simpson, but I don't think I can do that anymore. But I can do like accents and stuff like that. Like, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day and all that stuff. Or hello, can I speak to somebody? And all that jazz from Ownage Pranks.
Yo, Ownage Pranks.
Yeah, I love Ownage Pranks. Yes.
9.
Yes.
5.
I want to make the order today for the pickup, please. Can I have one order orange chicken? And all that jazz. And all that is really good.
Yeah, I can barely like focus on sounding normal, let alone special effects on my voice.
I mean, it's just discovering it and just practicing it, I guess. It's
Just
just
playing with it, like
yeah.
just having fun one day and then.
I do a good dumb bitch, but I have to really lean into it for that.
Try it. I want to hear it.
Oh God damn it!
Well, you
yourself
said
on the
it.
spot.
Do it.
You walked into it.
I ain't
I
say
know.
you did a
I
voice.
have regret- Hey?
She does one voice and it comes out really, really good. It's freaking hilarious every time she does it.
Do it.
Is
Yeah, I
it the
hit a
one
voice.
that I was Warzone?
Yeah, the one we use on Warzone.
Fuck. Um, Hold on, because I get kind of loud.
So when we go into Warzone,
Oh, God.
right? I always play.
It's gonna get loud. Sorry.
No, because like I have to be quite loud and
Yeah,
there's a
she has
kid
to be.
asleep.
Oh.
So basically, when we go into Warzone, I play a character in the new proximity chat, and then since she started playing with us, it was like the perfect time to bring that character in there. So come on, honey, we're waiting.
I basically come in and I'm like, hey bestie, and then they'll be like, and I'm like, no, don't shoot me. That's
Revive me! Revive me! Please!
And then they use like sometimes they'll be like, oh my god, like come here, I'll help you. And I'm like, you're being so nice, thank you so much.
I love
It's
that.
just so I hate it. Like I want to put myself in the.
Do the rest of
It's
you?
so annoying.
Yes.
That's not even how I normally do it. I can't hear myself.
Oh jeez. Do the rest of you guys able to do any voices? I know Moldrick has like the character in GTA, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's a voice mod. That's nothing compared
True.
to what you do. I use a voice mod, but I can't. The only thing I can do is I play the character behind the voice,
Hmm.
and it switches up from the normal Moldrick.
But
so I
is
get
it?
stuck in that character. It's a
It's
different,
like different personalities.
Yeah.
different personality.
But is
And
there
once
any?
it kick-
But do you have any voices that you can do? I always like to ask people that.
Feel challenged. Like I don't, right? But I feel like I have opportunity because
Yeah.
we got this. I'm about to join the RP server with Modric, and we
Yeah.
have a character. So I feel like
Exactly.
I need to sit here and
He
fucking
might
learn
come in.
something.
We can do something right now. Let's do
coming
it.
in. He's
Oh, I'm
coming
not-
into
ah.
that city.
Yeah, try and find something. You can just go like,
I gotta
like that.
I forgot to tell you, the Elmo voice and character is
Yes.
approved by the main guy.
Oh
shit,
wow!
let's go.
I have to just get a new hard drive. That's all I have to do. Yeah, I have to just get a new hard drive.
We literally talked to. He was in the chat when we were talking BS playing Grounded, and he's like, "Bro, I would love to have that guy in there." Like the exception of that rule would be just for you.
I like I said, we were just role playing. Bitch, put your hands up! I'm robbing the bank.
That'll be amazing.
Like that'll be
Yo,
hilarious.
that's it. I need it.
The whole Elmo gang.
Gotta find a voice.
Yeah.
The street gang, bro, running around the
Yes.
city would be hilarious.
Sesame Street gang, no. Stop.
Oh, this is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna find a voice. That's it. Now I feel challenged. Now I feel like
Try
I
it.
need a voice.
Yeah, I think the best way to like just watch videos like prank calls and stuff like that. People usually like to do the voices, and that's how I get like inspired
Watch a
or
lot of
influenced.
Ownage pranks. I heard
Used
that
to,
meme you
oh
dropped earlier.
yeah, Ownage Prank Site was
That
a big
looks-
influencer.
He used to do a
YouTubeable,
lot of voice.
YouTube-
voice, reenact.
YouTubeable was the one. I was inspired to do the Gil voice, and then I practiced that, and then and then I like the voices after I just like self-discovered. But like Ownage Pranks and YouTubeable were the ones that just like, oh, I want to learn, I want to do that, and then I learned it. People get surprised that I have a wide vocal cord. Like,
Ownage
oh,
Pranks was amazing.
yes,
man.
yes, Ownage Pranks is
Fantastic.
great. Like, I have a
Yeah,
pretty
I
So
feel
many
like-
different, so many different voices.
yeah. You go, yeah, chaotic.
So
I feel like the only
Oh, sorry.
other like personality I have is my customer service voice because that's a whole ass other bitch. I don't know her.
Oh, yeah.
Now I want to
dude,
hear
I
that.
trip out. We trip out on that, dude. When we're on like a call, like hanging out in the Discord, and she's working, and that voice comes out. It's like, who the fuck came in here? Like, literally.
Like it's literally, hello, this is Emma. You've called the clinic that I'm working at. How can I help you today? It's a whole ass other bitch. Whole ass other bitch.
So
Interesting.
one question that came in through real quick, Nesh. You answered part of it, but I mean, it makes sense the way you're saying is if you were to be a big hit sensation on Twitch, what your main goal you want to do towards that future? So basically, is what we were asking, but like basically,
It's like
If
you
I
already
made-
were big,
yes.
if you made
Yeah,
it to the
if
big
you made
times, what would you want to do with that?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
there you go.
I don't know. Maybe it's like build off other platforms and stuff like that, like the YouTube and stuff like that. Because that way, then if you get a big platform on Twitch, then you want to have it on a YouTube and stuff like that, and then you can have multiple ways you can support yourself instead of just Twitch. Because like I actually also watched a video, like if you to get $900 a month just directly off Twitch, you need to average like 330 viewers.
that's not true.
But about not
Necessarily.
100%, but like give or take, like subs and stuff like that.
I've been at 400 to 500 subs
Mm.
with it just depends the audience that you get. Honestly.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so
You know
much
what I
for the follow.
And
Mm.
especially
like
how
an
drunk
event
they
or
want to get me on
something,
stream
or
is usually what contributes to that. If
Yeah.
they want me to take off my shirt, they contribute to that. That's how I end up with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So
it's incentives that you set up.
yeah. But like I think
Well, I'm saying.
but yeah, building off the other platforms will probably be like my first goal. So that way then those will do well. Then you can get and then like I think I don't know how like with like I'm someone where I don't want to take any sponsorships. I only would take sponsorships of products I would be genuine about. So like if it's MSI, I use MSI laptops. I use an MSI desktop. If it was Secret Labs, I got a Secret Labs chair. Things I would be genuine about and things I use. Or things I use in the past. So like HelloFresh, possibly because I had HelloFresh in the past. But I don't want to just accept anything and just be like a sellout or anything like that. And I'm not saying every person is a sellout if I take a sponsorship. No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's got to do what they got to do, and again, no one's a sellout. I'm just saying for me it would be like something I feel like I would be selling out personally to me, not anyone else. Like that's just me. I always want to be genuine to myself. I don't want to be like I've never heard of LG, but I'll take that TV. I'm not like I want it to be something that I use and something that I feel like I know about, that I respect about that company, and I could see myself using that.
Sense, though. It makes sense where you're coming from because I was approached by an energy drink, and
Mm.
everybody that truly knows me, I've never tasted one. So
Mm.
why the hell would I take it? And it was like a salty subject for a minute for me
Mm.
because they were like, "Why won't
Cheers,
you take
Buffalo.
it?" Because I'm not gonna push something down somebody's throat that
Yeah.
is not something that I use.
Yeah. Come
Like-
to me with the energy drink sponsorships. God damn it.
Like I got in multiple, like through Stream Elements, I got into like probably like 6 Raid Shadow Legends sponsorships. I didn't even do any of them because even if like when I started in
Not
when
gonna lie, Raid was kind of cool.
I never tried it, but like when the first offer they
kinda
sent,
enjoyed it.
the first offer they sent out was like $98, and then like the most recent one was like $700. Like, it's a lot of money, but I
Well,
don't see myself playing it for a long time.
I was on the Raid sponsorship deal,
Mm.
and I hit some quotas, but then after a while, it's like you're just doing the same thing over
Yeah.
and over. Download the game, get to this level. It's like how many accounts are the people going to open just to help you out? And
Yeah.
it's just kind of faded out the side. Like they
Yeah.
never gave anything better to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it kind of threw that game out of my system. But that was one of the sponsors that I had.
But
I
yeah.
still think it's easy incentives, right? And if we have a strong community that like if each one of us is getting those sponsors, we could all bang those out and just
Mm.
help everybody.
Yeah, but
just
you end up getting
add to their
stuck at a
revenues.
certain. You end up getting stuck at a certain point.
I
Yeah.
mean, just hit. I would just hit like the minimum requirements. Like you don't really need to
The overlay
insane
and
game
like
after
the minimum hours you stream the game, something like that. I think it was those two
If
requirements.
it's like just try one battle or something, like make the account go do one battle, like that's
Mm.
cool. Like you don't
Yeah.
need to. If you want to progress and play, that's fine.
But the next time that they bring you, they require the same thing now. So how many times are you going to be able to do that
As
with
many
the same?
times necessary. We
Yeah.
could do it every week. I'll do it, right? If everybody's getting
Yeah,
paid.
but
for it.
Yeah.
here's the thing though. Now it recognizes. Now it's asking for your phone number because
Oh, wow.
individuals abused it.
Mm.
This is where that abusement comes of a sponsorship or of something where it's like, I did it, erase that account, open up another one, help
Yeah.
the front out. But then after a while, it was requiring you to open
Numbers.
an email, and now it's requiring phone numbers.
Yeah.
So are you really gonna go buy
Commit.
10 different numbers just to
Yeah.
help a brother out? Hell no.
Nah.
So you get
Well,
stuck.
I think the one per person is good.
They don't even have the one per person anymore. It's 15, the minimum,
Mm.
because it got abused in that way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
but yeah, back to that. Like I said, it's just I think it has to be something that's genuine to me. Because I always like, even when with the follower bot, I could have left it and be like, hey guys, we're 1,000. That's not I want everything to be organic and everything to be real, because that's what, like, if I show my subs on like the top left or top right, I want to keep my information always open and honest. I don't want to be like, hey guys, I got 10 subs. No, I actually got 20. Or hey, like, I always want to be true to myself. That's something that I care about a lot. Just trying to be true to myself as much as possible.
One question I wanted to ask you about your stream right now that you said putting it up and being true to yourself. I've noticed that I've gone into your stream and sometimes you have your camera off. and sometimes you don't.
It's
Like,
only
sometimes
a.
you have
It's a.
is it like on a specific game, or is it because you're not feeling it that day?
Not so because I only usually do on the weekend, and this like in this room that I am in right now, I only have my PC in here. But when I had to do my like my console stuff, like my PlayStation 5, my Switch captures, it's in my bedroom, and I don't have a camera. I don't have like a proper setup where I can place a camera like the best way to do PlayStation captures or anything like that. I can do PlayStation captures here, that's no problem, but like I said, I'm not a headphone user usually. I like to have that surround sound, and I prefer that surround sound, and I'd rather would be in that room having that surround sound, because that to me, it brings more immersion than headphones, because you got all the sounds direct all around you and above you, because I have Dolby Atmos and stuff like that, and then like the subwoofer so the ground is shaking or something like that. So I love immersion. For me, I find and plus I spent like $1,000 on the surround sound setup, and I can't just be like, I'm resorting to headphones. Yeah.
That shit really sounds good.
Yeah.
So you like the more realistic feel
Yes.
of gaming compared to the
yes.
the newer futuristic headset style.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like when we were kids, like you're still like how we were kids. Like we were they literally connect the surround sound that your dad had and shit.
Yeah.
Play the video game.
Yeah.
You're still there. That's what drives you. So that's like solid gaming right there, bro.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried like? Oh, sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you go. You no need to apologize. Go.
Oh, cause I was trying to get into the sound. Have you ever tried like Adobe enhanced like mixer maybe headset?
I have a Turtle.
Cause
Well, I had like a Turtle Beach
phone.
Turtle Beach headset with a mixer and stuff like that, where you can balance out like the chat and the game, and then it also with the mixer made it bring surround sound. But I just felt like it's not the same.
Is Adobe enhanced? Because usually that's like the
Yeah.
difference. Because they usually have like the 360 effect.
I
where
think it is.
It'll sound like it's technically behind you. Or
I
whatnot.
think it is, but I think it's just nothing cannot beat like actual speakers, because it's just open space, open space.
What's been your favorite thing to, or what has been the most immersive experience you've had with that surround sound? Is it more of a? Go ahead.
I think it's just anything, any game, like AI Somnia Files. You just have the music, the characters' voices, or like Call of Duty. You just hear like the grass behind you, someone walking behind you, and be like, "Oh, holy shit!" It's like I get really easily immersed into gaming, and I think
that sounds like that could be a content generator. Right
yeah.
there.
I'm just it's like if I do move out, which it has to happen eventually, then I probably will have like a dedicated setup where I can have a camera.
You sound so depressed.
Oh, I don't have. I'm struggling to get a job. I'm struggling to get a job. I'm sad. No, it's all good. But it's once I like get a job and stuff like that, and then I can move out. Like yeah, I have to like find a job. It's very difficult to get your first job in the IT industry, which I found out. But like once I move out and stuff, then I can like have like a full room, like one whole room just dedicated to gaming and like my displays and stuff like that. So then I can have a proper camera setup. But because I'm in my family's house, I don't want to like interfere with their rooms and stuff like that and stuff. Yeah, so it's just like for now, I have to leave it as is. Like I did move into a bigger room recently, but like I still don't know where I could put the camera in that setup, because it's a very funky. It's probably one of the most funky setups you've probably ever seen in your entire life. That's all I'm going to say.
One of the questions that came up with the surround sound is, how do you keep your mic from getting feedback when you're playing
lots of filters on OBS. Like I did not know this, but like Nvidia has like a program where you can use like its graphics power to like stop picking up backgrounds on the microphone and stuff like that. It's all like all noise reductions and stuff like that, because the one included in OBS is not that great. Like there's one where you can just manually adjust it, that's okay, and then there's one that's like more automatically adjust, like it does it automatically, but it doesn't pick up on my high pitches on my voice. So like when I laugh at a high pitch, it's just like crackly. But then I discovered the Nvidia one is graphics. It uses the graphics, the GPU on your computer to do the noise reduction, and it does an absolute sensational job.
Are you talking about the NVIDIA broadcast?
No. It's just
Or
it's
the internal?
it's like it's a you go to a link and it's called like NVIDIA noise reduction or something like that. You just download it and then it automatically gets installed to OBS. They also have an app where you can control it separately, but
I'm pretty sure I used to use.
yeah, it's
That's
fantastic.
how I managed to cap my laugh.
Yeah, and it's fantastic because, like I said, like when I just laugh, it's going to pick up my laugh in all its pitches, if that makes sense. I don't know. Whereas, like I said, the automatic one on the OBS, it's going to cut it out. So it'll be like it's like it's just so awkward. And I go through the clips and like I feel like I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a stroke or something like that. It's just bizarre. So yeah, that's what I do. And then you can.
Helps the question.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna jump in. If it helps the question, right? I have to use a voice suppressor also because like I always got people and TVs on and stuff around in the living room that I'm streaming in, and I found success with the app called Crisp.
Yeah.
I found that app through Discord. So Discord has a built-in voice suppression, and it was powered by Crisp or whatever. And I actually went and dabbled with the app personally, and it works out pretty much the same way.
Yeah. But yeah, like even like this also has like a sensitivity thing on the bottom, so I can always adjust it as well. So if it's picking up some noise and so like I haven't had any, like it was an issue when I was a console streamer, like I said, because you don't have that functionality or like programs or anything like that to suppress stuff. It was just the sensitivity on the console, and then I only had the sensitivity on this, so I did have the issue of it picking up background noise, unfortunately. But I've never had it as an issue in on PC. It will only on a very rare occasion it'll pick up sound from my laptop, but that's like I can just lower the laptop sound and that's about it. But that's extremely rare. But that's about it. Yeah.
Let's see, we got anything else? No. So, we already talked about your end goals and all that stuff and the possibilities of making it big on Twitch. Would you be willing to like take your steps to become full-time streamer?
It would be cool, but it's a lot of responsibility. Or like not necessarily just responsibility, but lots of effort you need to put into it. Because I feel like there's sort of like a misconception that streaming is easy. It's not. I remember even like Dardoon says, like on PS2's podcast, that if he knew that it's going to take this amount of effort to just stream, he wouldn't do it. I would do it because it's fun for me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you go.
No, I was literally agreeing with what you said. Like if he knew then what he knew now, he would do it. I had no idea. I was blessed that my shit was. I made a deal when I started streaming. I never stream, and I was like, if it's all set up, ready to go, by the time I get home, I'll stream once, and y'all motherfuckers have to shut up and leave me alone if I do it once. I didn't think it was gonna happen. The moment it was set up, and I was like, damn it. And then I ended up liking it. But then when I had to start learning about it, I was like, why do people do this to themselves?
Like I actually do find enjoyment out of it. Like I get extremely motivated to stream. Like, but that's just because I'm not doing all the other responsibilities of constantly posting stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. But if I do stuff like that, it probably might be draining. I probably still have more fun, but and then I have to like pace myself and balance myself, be like stream a little bit less to post more content and stuff like. I don't know. That's like once I get there, see what works, what doesn't, because it's all going to be.
My God,
playing around.
Let us put them from a table. They are broken in half.
People don't realize that when it becomes a full-time thing and it becomes a job, it is a job. You're not going to want to play games or stream one night. You're not going to want to talk to chat while you're doing while you're playing a game one night. But that's your job now.
Yeah, this was actually quite funny, and this was quite recent because I was like getting my resume professionally made on back in December, but then I was asking recently, do we consider Twitch as a job? Do you put it on your resume? And then I asked them, the company, and they were like, yeah. If you're making some income, whether it's lots or little, you can put it on your resume. And then I asked like another couple people, and they all also backed up that claim. And it depending how, and then like if it's especially professional, then or like professionally looked, and putting like you monitor the chat and it's active, then they can consider it as a job, and you can put it on your resume. And I was like, okay, that's actually quite interesting.
You could not pay me to put me doing Twitch on my resume.
Really?
I would never get hired anyway. They would come into my stream, see my suck shit cunt sign, and me doing a chewy, and they'd be like, "This woman is not hireable." And I'd be like,
job love.
So, aside from streaming and everything you got going on the Twitch world,
yeah,
we would like to get to know the outside of Neshi. What are your interests? Favorite beer?
I don't drink.
Favorite drink?
I've never drank in my entire life.
That's good. Don't start.
Okay.
Yeah, drunk when he comes to Perth. Got it.
No.
Something personal that you're okay with sharing, like your favorite stuff to do outside of streaming.
Still gaming. Love to go gym. Love UFC. Love NBA. Like I like a lot of good amount of stuff. Like, and also just trying to. I mean, it's quote unquote trying different cuisines, but I'm still a picky eater and a boring eater.
Favorite NBA team?
Miami Heat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like in.
I can assure you this though. Worst game I've ever seen, was a basketball game a few days ago with Neshi. They never scored, bro.
they struggled. It was my friends. I was like, dang, I can't shoot. They can't shoot. But then like in the second half, I started doing stuff, and it was just like, why can't we? Not any of us shoot. We're strong. It was like the sloppiest game of basketball I think I've seen. But we won. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters is that you won.
We won.
Yeah.
By like
How we got there with a 21 to 19, we have no clue. But
yeah,
we won.
like by the halfway, like usually all other teams will probably average like 60 points. We were like in the 20-point mark. We were struggling that hard. It was that rough. But yeah, I'm a Miami Heat fan. I was a Miami Heat fan because of like Dwayne Wade and stuff like that. But I still love the Miami Heat because like Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and all that stuff.
Yeah, they holding it together right now. They still a really good team.
They're struggling this season compared to last season, unfortunately. I think they missed Jay Crowder so much because they had them in the finals with Jay Crowder, but then they were first seed with PJ Tucker, and then they lost both of them, and now it's just like they're 8th seed. It's just.
I mean, they still
or 7th seed. Yeah, they're still there, but they were in the finals 2 seasons ago, and then the top seed the last season. It's just like. Dang.
It feels off right now.
I feel sad. But yeah, I like.
Once you make it though, it's a reset. Like as soon as you get to playoffs, it's a reset. The
True.
Stats don't matter, right?
True.
The score don't matter.
Yeah.
Your favorite TV show you like to watch?
This is going to be the saddest announcement ever. I don't watch much stuff other than YouTube. So people will be like, Neshi, have you watched this? Have you watched Game of Thrones? No. Neshi, you didn't watch this? And then I'll be like, no, I'm so sorry. And then they'll be like, ask me, have you played Mario? I'll be like, no. They'll be like, there's certain things I have not done. And it's like, I felt like I committed a crime.
Wait, you say you never played Mario?
Never played Mario or Zelda.
I'm not gonna lie, that feels like a hate crime.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like when I played Nintendo stuff, it was just solely Pokemon as a child, and then I was just a PlayStation kid with the exclusive Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and all that stuff. Tak and the Power of Juju and stuff, all that shit. Those were like my games.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
Oh. Neshi doesn't do anything unsubbed in one fault. God dang it. No, yeah. Fire Red, honestly. Fire Red and Emerald was like amazing for me.
They were good ones.
They were really good. I still have them.
Yeah.
I still have them.
But if you can't answer what your favorite movie is, we're gonna have an issue.
I don't know. I watched some stuff, but like I just don't watch enough.
What is the one that will make you watch a movie again?
I really don't know.
He's like, if it's on YouTube.
I'm just YouTube.
Something that he might know, guys. All right, because it's starting to become an I don't know.
No, I'm serious. I actually am serious. I have no idea of like if you were to give me like I just know like first instincts that like be like, oh, this is the movie that immediately throws out of my mind. I have to like think long and hard because it's just like I just enjoy gaming so much, and I enjoy. I mean, I watch YouTube, yeah, and I enjoy YouTube and stuff.
I'll allow it.
All right, let's go back to the games.
Yes.
you said you played Nintendo. What system was it?
So Color, I still have my
Yeah.
Game Boy Color, Advance, Advance SP, 3DS and stuff like that. All of these were just mainly Pokemon games.
Mhm.
Okay,
Like a
so
bunch of
let's move on
handhelds.
to the most recent systems.
Switch.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation. I had Xbox a couple times, but then when everyone migrated over to PlayStation and there was not much crossplay at the time, everyone just I only played Xbox for the exclusives at that point, and there weren't that many exclusives at that time. So I had to then just move over to Switch. So yeah.
So Switch was like out of all three systems, which one's your favorite? Since
PlayStation?
you played all of them.
Probably
PlayStation's your favorite?
PlayStation. I think it's just that, this is my opinion, they just do such an exceptional job on exclusives. That's my personal opinion. It's not like a console war. I still support Xbox, people on Xbox. They also do great games. Gears of War, Sea of Thieves, Grounded. They do great games. I just think...
Wow, no Halo? I'm offended.
Halo, I love Halo. I did Halo ODST. I actually do have the limited editions for a couple of the Halos. Not collectors, but limited.
What was your thought on the newest Halo?
I haven't played it. Because I didn't have Game Pass. And I didn't have an Xbox, and I didn't have gaming PC.
Wow, the slander is crazy.
The slander's not
Halo
crazy,
is
bro.
amazing. Infinite is a great game.
No, Halo was amazing till they made this new one, bro.
This new one feels great. What do you don't like about it?
I don't know what I think a lot of the complaints is just the lack of content, isn't it? Excuse me.
Yeah. Like it's like if you got the same old thing, but they just messed up the TTK.
Like I like the competitive play, so like I'll spam the rank all day. But I can see a lot of content. They actually just released the like co-op shit though and all that, and the Forge is going crazy, so people are making all types of custom games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think once you dabble into the custom library, it opens up a whole new game or like a whole new outlook of the game. Like you could go and play soccer and shit with Halo with like gravity hammers and like you can just do dumb shit.
Oh, so they're taking everything from Splitgate and adding it there.
So
No,
wait
they
a
had
minute.
Forge
You're not
back
gonna
in
yell
like
at Teddy
Halo
for calling
2,
it soccer?
Xbox 2008 and shit. Like I don't know. They've been
Look,
doing it for a while.
He's in the United States.
And he called it soccer.
Yeah, but he's in the United States. Like
football.
I'm in Australia.
We have AFL. We have AFL football.
yeah.
We have AFL football. That's why.
That's not real. That's not real American.
Okay.
football. I'm just saying.
It's because it's Australian football.
It's Australian football.
Look, Mexico has a football league also, like American Football League.
I
And
don't
it's
know
also
that.
called
I mean,
the
look.
NFL. It's called American Football League.
I
And
still stand by my
soccer is
original point about
football.
football. I won't say it again because I'm not having that on somebody else's stream. But
Oh no.
we all know what I said.
But yeah, like I think like a lot of my favorite games of all time, like they're not all necessarily PlayStation exclusives. I just play them on the PlayStation. That's probably why I'm more biased to PlayStation, because I played like Persona 5 was a PlayStation exclusive. Now it's on Xbox. I highly recommend it. Persona 4 and 5. Neo Automata, I think, is on all platforms. AI Somnium Files, I think, is on all platforms. There's like a lot of games but like there are some games that are like amazing that were exclusive to PlayStation, like God of War and stuff like that. And that's why I think I gravitate more towards PlayStation more. And plus, my first console was PlayStation 1. And I went through every single generation.
What was your first game on that PlayStation 1?
Crash Bandicoot, but I didn't know. My family and I didn't know memory cards existed, so I've always played the first level, first 2 levels. But the thing is, you have to realize I was like 4 at the time, so my parents probably didn't know. I didn't know. I thought that's how you play video games.
Similar story to that.
Yeah.
I can't even judge you hard.
Yeah.
I have a similar story to that.
It was like
mine was a lot more betrayal, treachery in my story.
It was more for me. It was more so like when I got into the PS2 generation. Then when we bought the bundle with PlayStation 2 controllers, Tekken, and then a memory card, I was like, "What is this?" And I just loaded in. I was like, "What? Yeah, you could save your progress?" I was like, it was like mind blowing to me. And I was like, "What have I been doing this entire time?" Like, I didn't really know. And then I just asked for like 3 more memory cards because I was just like, I want to save my progress on all of these games. It was insane. But yeah, like, Crash Bandicoot, only the first 2 levels. That's all I can say.
It was the
Is
first
that one
PlayStation
game
game.
like you would want to go back to and play now that you're older?
Oh. There's this one game I played the demo of for the longest time. Because, like, remember when you purchase, like, the magazines and stuff like that, you would get, like, a demo disc for games and stuff like that? Who missed
I
Who
remember
missed that? Who missed that? I missed that, honestly. Yeah. There was this one demo disc.
One little teases, so.
Yeah, there's this one game that's
Nice.
actually included in the PlayStation Plus membership. I forgot the name. But it's actually there, and I played that demo probably like 15 times, 20 times, because I love the demo. And like, since it's on the PlayStation Store, I definitely want to play that one day. I don't remember the name, but I know it's in there. And then I don't know many other games. I mean, I played like Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts was my childhood game. My baby, like I played that so much. It was good. Yeah.
I remember
What
when
is
that game
the-
came out. It was like, wow. That was
Yeah.
like the top-notch graphics at that time, and then now
Yeah.
I see it, and it's what the fuck were we so excited about?
Yeah, I probably put like I can't
Little characters.
yeah, I can't remember 100%, but I'm pretty sure I probably put like 500 hours into that game as a kid. Because all I did was just the Colosseum. I spammed the living hell of the Colosseum, and I thought the Colosseum was fun.
How
Yeah.
angry did you get at Donald though?
True, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I got
right?
my first PlayStation 1, it came with the Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Yes,
Came out.
I could.
Bro.
I
That was really
I
good.
remember
That was
playing
good.
that. I remember
Bro.
playing that. I don't know if I had the demo for that or the full game. I don't remember, but I do remember playing one of the Lara Croft games or Tomb Raider games back on the PS1. I didn't, because I was too young. I didn't know what I was doing.
I ain't gonna lie, her doing the splits as a handstand is the best shit they could have put for 15-year-olds.
Nice.
The 3D dimensional look, bro. Whoa. Teddy knows what I'm talking about. See, Teddy did it too. He was like, look at the splits. Move the camera around. That was the best part of that
can't
game.
even
I ain't
I
gonna
did
lie.
the same thing.
I was like 4, so I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, I think I was just like constantly, if I recall, just constantly crawling through a vent or something like that, and that's it. I didn't understand what I was
You
doing.
gotta get that ass.
Yes, no. But yeah, like,
Sus.
I think like the only PlayStation 1 games I played, I think I played like a Power Rangers game at one point. I think I played one of the Yu-Gi-Oh games on PlayStation 1 a lot, and that was about it. Like, but like PlayStation 2 is when I just got exposed to even more games, and then yeah, like Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy. But I was still too young, so I wasn't that good. I still wasn't that good.
So out of all these games, what is like your go-to genres or your favorite genres?
Anything really, but if I was to pick one, shooters, I don't know. JRPGs is good because there's good story. Shooters is good because a lot of multiplayer games, you just turn your brain off and you play. Oh, well, that's how I play. Turn my brain off, shoot. I don't have to think.
I mean, it looks like that. It is what I do when I play, but I
Yeah.
can tell you it's not. I think I'm just not good.
I just tell you, I just turn off my brain. That's all I do. But I don't know. I enjoy all genres, honestly. They're like fight. I love Tekken. I love playing fighting games. That's the only probably.
You always surprise me when I come to your stream. I never know what you're gonna be playing.
Yeah, I went
into your stream and you were building a fucking gingerbread house one day.
yeah. And there was another stream.
I was like,
There was another stream on back in like the 300 or 400 celebration. I was just poking a jar of mayo.
Wait, what?
Literally, that's all I did. I poked the jar. No, not in real life. In a game, there was a game called My Name.
I was like, this
Yeah.
fool, like,
No,
just
not
sitting
like.
there
Oh.
going, hey guys, look at this.
No. In a game, it's called My Name Is Mayo, and your whole point of the game is just clicking and poking the mayo, and then what actually happens? It's just like a story that unfolds, and then there'll be like things like a mayonnaise or a ketchup bottle wearing a butt plug and stuff like that. and then like the other scenes, like there'll be just a random tongue on the side, and it just licks the mayo bottle of mayo. It's all like that, and we were just like, and all I'm just telling people.
we know why you're sus.
No. Then I'm just telling people I'm just poking mayo. What do you mean? It's a great game.
What kind of game is that, bro? That's like.
Do it. Look it up. Look it up.
A fat ass going like lick the mayo.
Look it
Yeah.
up. Look it up. That's all I'm gonna say. My Name Is Mayo. They have a trilogy.
I'm gonna be fucking playing this. I bet.
You have to play it.
Catch me playing this on stream.
I want. It's like
If
like
it's
an
not
hour
Chaotic
spirits.
wants to poke the mayo.
Do it,
if
No,
it's
no,
not
no, no.
genre,
huh?
if it's not a genre that's lacking you into these games, and you tend to kind of go between a lot of different kinds
Mhm.
of games, what is it that draws you to a game? Like, what is it? Story kind of shit that is making you kind of go towards that game? Is it the ability to be goofy and do whatever the fuck you want? Like, what?
A
what
mixture
kind
of anything,
runs
everything.
you
I
behind?
think. I think it's a mixture. Like
Yeah.
story ones. Like I think things like if you give like I feel like for me, I always want to give like a variety amount, like different varieties of content. Because if I do the same thing every day, it's gonna get stale, in my opinion.
Sure.
Like that's why I like to mix it up, and that's why like I will probably do like one day of God of War, one day of Final Fantasy, one day of this, one day of that, and then it's just slow progression. All of those games. I get surprised that I'm able to remember the controls for a lot of these games. I don't know how, but I guess I can just remember them. But like, yeah, like, but there's also just like it's different types of content. So like I'll play one game that has like multiplayer, and then I'll play a game that has story, and then so that way it's just like. I'm catering to many different audiences, and people can just not see doing different types of content, whilst I still be goofy. So
Sure.
yeah, like
What's your number one RPG game?
JRPG or just like RPG in general.
Just all they asked was number one RPG.
I think
RPG, not JRPG. Different things.
I know.
Different things.
I mean, if it was
Yeah,
JRPG, it would be Persona, but
Mhm.
that's like when I think of RPG, that's my first thought. Well, JRPGs, that's my immediate first thought because the music in Persona 5, absolutely splendid, and I'm addicted to it. Like-
Is that what you made me listen to last night?
Did you not like it?
It wasn't my normal jam.
Okay. I'm offended now. I'm joking. I love Persona music.
Good. I'm kidding.
No, it's I'm hooked on Persona music. Yeah.
Another question: Soul Calibur or nah?
Wait, what was
Sorry
that?
to cut you.
What was that?
Soul Calibur.
I played it a couple times. I think it's just because I'm just a Tekken player at heart.
Kind of feels like a Tekken.
It is, but it's more.
With a lot more titties.
Yes, but
I'm just saying.
but you have like a dedicated hold block button stuff like that, and with Tekken it's more juggling. I like that, and it's just simplified inputs. Like I can't, like I tried so hard to get into Street Fighter. If you're asking me to do a combo with a quarter circle, like when you ask me to do a quarter circle combo, I can input and then another combo after that. It's like I could probably do it, but it's just like I have to put so many hours into it. Whereas Tekken,
A lot of lab work.
I just love Tekken. I think I also grew up on Tekken as well. Whereas in
So it's
Tekken,
got that nostalgia as well.
yeah. So like, and when I was so young enough, I called it a fighting game because I was that dumb. I called everything fighting game. Like SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, fighting game. Tekken 3, fighting game. Every single game that had combat, fighting game. That was my mentality. It's just everything called fighting game. I was like hanging out with like older people. I think they were like in their teens, and I was like 6, and they're like, "This is Tekken." No, it's fighting game. It's fighting game. I was arguing with them because
that's how we developed his Elmo voice.
Yeah, it was just like I kept on saying. I tried to convince them it's a fighting game. It's nothing else. I'm trying to find the My Name Is Mio clip. My Name Is Mio clip.
Did like because you were so young? I think when you're saying Tekken, you were what 6?
About yeah, Tekken
So
3 is
Tekken was
6.
already out for a while around that time. Then, did you ever get to play Street Fighter, like the original Street Fighter and the
No.
original Mortal Kombat?
I played one of the Mortal Kombat games that had weapons in it. I don't remember the name. I don't think it was like people liked it. For that one, I played that one, and then there was one that was like I think it was like the first Mortal Kombat game that introduced 3D, but it was like the sole focus on that Mortal Kombat game is just the weapons, sort of like Soul Calibur. I don't remember the name of it, but I think people might know what
I
I'm
don't think
talking
I
about.
ever even heard about it. That's crazy.
They did like a movie spin-off of Mortal Kombat. I don't think it's that one. I don't remember the name, honestly, but yeah, it was just like it was the one that was like the first Mortal Kombat I played that had weapons, and it's like no gore or anything like that. It was like much more sensitive, I recall. It was way more sensitive than before, like compared to other Mortal Kombat games. And then like over here, like Mortal Kombat 9, I wanted to play, but it got banned in Australia because we didn't have an R18 rating for gaming. Up and so like a lot of games got censored. So like games like South Park: The Stick of Truth, games like It got censored.
Dude, you literally miss whole like cutscenes in it.
Yeah, you literally
That's
missed like
wild.
chunks of the game. I also posted the My Name is Mayo clip as well, if you want to see it. But like, games got banned, games got censored quite constantly. Like, say for example, Left 4 Dead 2, and I felt like this one was heartbreaking because it was a good game, but I couldn't enjoy it because of how they censored it. And the way they censored it is that, like, you can't light enemies up on fire. So when you throw a Molotov at them or like fire incendiary rounds, they don't get lit up on fire. So they're just flailing their arms basically. It's goofy, but like, and then also when you kill them, their bodies just disappear immediately, and there's also no blood. So they censored the living hell out of that game. I liked it, but it was hard to enjoy because of that. Just like I said, immersion. It's just like you just see flailing enemies not on fire, but but they're acting like they're on fire. It's so stupid. So, but yeah, like, yep.
No, keep going.
Well, I was gonna say, and then up. No, and then up until like, what was it, like 2013 is when they introduced the R18 rating for gaming, because they had it in movies. Like explicit movies that were R18 and stuff like that. Whether it's like explicit in like horror or like gory and stuff like that, but it wasn't like that in gaming all the way up until 2013, and then more games that started to appear, like Mortal Kombat 10 and 11, and like Doom and stuff like that. So those types of games didn't get censored or banned.
From coming into your Tekken, because you keep mentioning Tekken, they want to know who's your main character.
Bob and Dragunov. Childhood grow up was Brian, but main nowadays Dragunov and Bob. Bob, you can't. No one can never disagree. No one can hate on Bob because you can make Bob dress up like a fat Power Ranger.
I mean, if you really think about it, how can you hate somebody named Bob?
Yeah, and how can you hate them when they dress up as a fat Power Ranger? Red Power Ranger.
I can hate anyone if I try hard enough.
But it's Bob.
Another question is, have you ever played Monster Hunter?
Yes, I love Monster Hunter. I got late into it. I wanted to play the PSP version of the game, and the way you had to play multiplayer in that one was through Ad Hoc Party on PS3. But everyone was just like, they only wanted veteran players, so I didn't feel, I wasn't interested enough to play the game alone, and I didn't know, I was too young at the time as well. So my first one was Monster Hunter World, and then I got into the other games, and I loved Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World is good. Great co-op game to play with friends.
Any new game that you're excited that's going to be coming out this year to actually play?
Final Fantasy 16, but I'm gutted because I wanted the collector's edition for it. I really wanted the collector's edition. They Square Enix and I think maybe a couple other companies did not like Australia because one was one requirement, you had to be a level 5 member at EB Games, and to get a level 5 member at EB Games you have to be like on the top 9,999 people, and basically on the leaderboards, and you earn points by spending and buying games, bonus points if you pre-order games, bonus points if you trade in games and stuff like that. I wasn't in the top 10,000. So you had to, it was restricted to those level 5 members, and they only brought in 200 units to Australia. They probably had like 10,000, 20,000 units in all around the world, maybe America, anywhere else in the world. Only 200 in Australia. Like, that's just disgusting. They don't like us for collector's edition at times. Like, they skipped out on one of the expansions for 14, and everyone was upset.
I wonder how they decide that.
Well, I'm curious. Is that because of censorship stuff? Because if I'm a game developer and I'm sending it to a country that is already going to be censoring my game, and then potentially like my sales are going to be.
I think it's shipping.
Exactly what you described, right? You think it's shipping?
I think it's shipping. I mean, like, if you were to put in perspective, that collector's edition is $700 Australian. But if you were to buy it, say, like in Europe or UK, you can buy it. Well, I'm just saying, if you were to buy it from there, no shipping, you can buy it for like $550. But with the shipping and stuff like that, you would have to send it to like a redirector or a friend, ship it to a friend or some like a redirector service to send it to your house, and then it go. Especially redirecting, it will probably cost like $800.
Wait, you're talking about a video game, right?
Yeah.
$800 for a video game?
700 for a collector's edition for Final Fantasy 16. I was down. The most I spent was 400.
How much are they here?
They're not too bad. Like
They'd be like half that.
Like I bought
400.
Bro, like just let me know. I'll get it for you next time. Send it your way. Or is that affected because you bought it in the US?
It used to be, but it's not a thing anymore. I don't think, because I think a lot of stuff is no longer region locked. I don't quite. Maybe like games used to be like the disc itself probably used to be like region locked, but I don't think it is anymore. But I don't know about codes. It probably varies. I don't know.
So many people are using VPNs these days that if you were to region lock something, I feel like it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Because I remember my PS4. Yeah, PS4 when I got it beforehand, before it came out in the US. One of my cousins brought it from Japan and gave it to me. But when the game started coming out, I couldn't play any game on.
And hey May, hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's just insane. But yeah, like, but like, it's sad because like a lot of collector's editions are now expensive nowadays. They used to be cheap. So like, say for example, like even like 2018. I got the God of War Collector's Edition for 2018. That was only 200. The Yodnar Edition is like 400 with just a hammer. I love the hammer, but it's 400. But also like with everybody, with the whole like increase on people like what's the word? What they've been doing with the PlayStation 5. People just like purchasing. Do you know
like
what
reselling?
Reselling, but like what?
Scalping.
Scalping. That's it. With the whole scalping being a thing now, it's just like not only things are getting like people reselling it for expensive stuff, like for expensive prices, but even like price inflations and all that stuff. It's just like everything's going up. Like I said, 2018 God of War. It comes with the Kratos and Atreus statue, which is an absolutely beautiful statue for 200. And then you get like a hammer. Again, a hammer is good, but to get a hammer for $400 is a lot. 330 to like $400, depending on what edition you get. But then people resell it. The thing is, I buy it for 400, but people resell it on the market for 1200, and people buy it for that price.
Right.
So you think like people will think like of like.
That's why everybody's buying these collectibles now.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's just insane. Like. It sounds like 400 is a lot, but then when you see people reselling it, it's just like, whew. Like I got lucky enough to own the Elden Ring Collector's Edition. I got super lucky in that one, and people were probably reselling it for like 1,000 more plus, and I probably got it for like 300, 350. That's what I'm saying. That's insane. And then probably like scalping probably wasn't a thing in like 2018. That's why I feel like a lot of collector's editions would have been a lot cheaper. Like, I remember getting, like, full-on proper collector's edition. Like, I even remember, like, I even get, like, a statue for pre-ordering a game. And that was with Bayonetta 1. If anyone remembers that. That was, like, 2000. Oh, my God. I loved Bayonetta. Like, you legit get a free replica gun just for pre-ordering the game. Like, you only pay 120...
I swear this isn't my only thing when it comes to choosing what games to play, but I have to ask, because I think it was this one. Is that the one with the girl with the big titties?
And her hair's made, her clothes are made out of her hair. And then when she summons like giant wormholes, great game. It's good combat in all seriousness, but yeah, like great legit, graphics. Like yes, like that game came out like 2010. You get the limited edition for $120, which is probably like what $60 American, give or take. You just pre-order it, you get a replica gun. If I feel like you could do that today, that's unheard of. And you probably, if you were to get that replica gun, it probably would total up to like 200. That's what I think.
So,
my guess.
Are you buying these collectibles for like your self pleasure or
yeah?
Would you
I like collecting.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're coming to the second hour already, bro.
I do have gym.
Check, bro. Second check.
Yes, I do have gym in about a little less than an hour, but I probably will call it in like 30 minutes, give or take. So, if that's all right. Yeah, 30 minutes, give or take. But I'm having fun. I honestly thought I was going to be very nervous. I thought I was going to be nervous, going to be jittery. Because for me, I'm someone who hates pressure. Or, like, I get nervous under pressure. Like, you ask me to do an exam, I wouldn't be able to know what 2 + 2 is at that point.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm serious.
Like, you give me 2 + 2, I come up with 6.
Yeah. Yeah, like I
We
can
try
get
to
like
make it just like break the ice and just make it sort of like a hangout. Like we're just chilling in front, in front
yeah,
of the steps or whatnot. Just
yeah,
everybody just vibing,
yeah,
Mm.
and then just the focus is on you. We got to find out who the heck you are. I think coming
yeah.
out of this podcast, I got an idea of who you are, what you're into.
Well, I hope everybody enjoys me.
things you want to try.
I don't think it's possible to not love you.
Oh,
Like, you
no,
are so
don't gonna
positive
make me
and so
cry.
wholesome.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're
Shut up,
definitely a
don't cry.
dope individual, man.
Thank
and
you.
You seem
Thank
like a
you.
really good person, bro. And I'm
Thank
glad
you.
to have met you, bro.
Yes, I'm glad
Honestly,
to meet you guys as well.
When
Yeah.
Teddy asked me to find someone, the first person I could think of that was like, when I think of like Teddy's values when it comes to love always wins, I was like Neshi.
Oh God.
Heck yeah.
What was your first reaction, Teddy? It's like, who's Neshi? Are you sure about
Oh,
that?
yo, for this one, honestly, and this was only for my self experience. I never like told anybody this, but I wanted to come completely blind, especially because it was somebody that they were pulling in. So like honestly, I didn't come no questions, no nothing. Everything today has just been
Off the
complete
wall,
blind,
yeah.
complete, just like trying to find out who you are, so that way I could get more engaging with like you and whatnot. And
Yeah.
it's been a great experience so far.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time as well. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for having me though. I feel special. Like it's my first. I've been in podcasts before, but not as like an actual guest. Like I've been.
Yeah.
I was like a guest for like maybe like 30 minutes on like a podcast for John Rambo Presents or something like that. And another one I was like I said for the Tai Tuivasa one, I was in person, but I was. This is a terrible story. It's a rough story. I was there in person, and they were opening up questions to the entire audience that were there in person. Everyone was standing up, but I was just like, I wanted to ask a question. Basically, who do you think will be the next Australian UFC champion? But I wanted to be like, I didn't want to just go straight forward with that. I just wanted to be like, oh, since like Mark Hunt was like the first Australian fighter and all that stuff. I was nervous as well, so I didn't know what to. I was just like kind of butchering it. And then Tai Tuivasa was like, yeah, he was just like, Mark Hunt wasn't the first Australian fighter, and they were like roasting me, and I was just like, oh no. Oh God, no! This has gone so wrong. And they have pointed the camera at me, and I was like, "Oh God, this is." In my mind, I'm just like panicking, like. But I was able to pull through, and then I was able to ask the question, and it was like, "That's actually a really good question." I was like, "Okay, I saved myself." And then after
That's when you turn around and say, "Yeah, fuck ass."
No, I can't do that. They're UFC fighters. No. But then after the UFC after the podcast, I was like, "You're a cool individual." I was like, "Oh, thank you," but I haven't seen him ever since.
That's good.
Yeah, and then we got a picture, but yeah, it was just like, yeah. But other than that, this is my real first time ever being invited as a proper guest on a podcast, which is cool. It is a cool experience.
So who was the first Australian UFC champion?
Champion was Robert Whittaker. But your first no. I was saying no. The first UFC Australian fighter. I was asking, because I was trying to say like there's more. My point was going to be like there's way more Australian fighters appearing on the scene now, because I feel like this is Australians. This is the most amount of Australians competing for the UFC. I'm pretty sure, and then like. The most like especially a lot of them also being like in the contender level and stuff like that. And we had Rob Whittaker as the first champion for Australia, as representing the Oceanic region. And I was intrigued to see what, from their perspective, who do they think will be the next champion. So that's what I was trying to ask, but I butchered the Mark Hunt was the first Australian fighter in the UFC. That's where I butchered
the
it.
interest in the UFC, man.
Yeah.
We just our last guest, one of my close
Yeah.
friends, has a really good freaking UFC interest,
Yeah.
bro. I think that would be a great conversation to watch.
I'm pretty hot. Like I'm pretty well into it. Same with a bit with NBA. I wasn't on. I don't think I was on his level, but I mean I know a good amount of fighters, but I don't think I was on his level of
Would you
knowledge.
ever like be interested in that type of content, sitting down with somebody, maybe discussing some sports stuff?
I don't know. I don't know
Or
if I have
UFC
the
stuff?
audience for it. That's the thing. Because every time when I talk about sports, I don't think people know about it. I think I'm just like a very unique individual with a unique set of traits. That's about it. Because like I said, I talk about it, but I don't think many
You've
people.
got a very wide range of interests.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing because you do cater to a lot of audiences.
Thank you so much for following. Yeah, but yeah, like, I do know a good amount of UFC, and then yeah, like if you were to tell me this person might take him down successfully, or this, if he does, like I can tell you like the techniques. I'm not like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu or anything like that, but seeing like the repetition and people doing the same like strikes and positionings and stuff like that, I get used to it and stuff like that. I know it from that perspective, but I wouldn't know a lot of the up and coming fighters. I more so know like the top stars and stuff like that. I know some up and
Like my
comers.
favorite Australian, which is one of my top 5 for that region, would be Tyson Pedro.
Tyson
I don't know
Pedro.
if you
Yes, I love Tyson Pedro. That so him, Tai Tuivasa do the podcast, and that's when I was in person for their podcast.
And it's like seeing his career with the current ones. It's like his fucking fights were rough, man.
I was
They were
so
like-
sad about his injuries, unfortunately.
Yeah, he was like in an era of where that his weight division was just full of monsters.
Yeah,
Right now, it's like pick and choose.
I just love how he always walks out to "I'm feeling sexual." Just make me
That-
feel that way that I'm feeling sexual. Like he always does that every time. And then
Dan Kelly was another one. I don't know if you remember
he was
that.
also a guest in that podcast, and I got to meet all three. I got to meet all three in that podcast. It was really cool.
Nice.
And like in the end of the podcast, like I said, Tai Tuivasa did a shoey off a random construction worker's boot, which was like literally the person was on duty on that day. So there was probably like dirt in that shoe, and he still did it. And I think he got people to spit on it. I got it recorded on my phone. He probably Dan Kelly did a thongy.
Wow.
He did a thongy. So instead of doing a shoe,
What is
because
a thongy? Hold up.
okay, so to clarify,
Go to
thongs.
explain the difference.
Yes, thongs mean. I know thongs outside Australia and maybe outside Europe, it means underwear. Thongs over here mean flip flops. Yeah,
Okay,
so get people confused. So thongy. So they do a shoey off the thong or a flip flop. So Dan Kelly did that. He did it to his own thong. Yeah. So he did it to his own thong because he didn't have it. He wasn't wearing shoes at the podcast. He was just wearing flip flops. And then I think Tyson Pedro did his own shoe. I think. But like watching Tai Tuivasa's reaction to him doing the construction workers boot shoey, it was absolutely hilarious because he was like ready to puke. He was like, "Oh, that's gnarly," and all that stuff. It was absolutely hysterical. I mean, I don't think anyone here would do it from a construction worker's boot that did it. That was on
For the
duty
right
that day.
amount of money, yeah, I would.
But he did it for free, and got people to spit in it. But he did it for free and got people to spit in it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm good. Nope.
That's apparently the Australian version of doing it.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut because
Apparently that's the Australian way to do it. You spit in people's shoe. You get the other people in the room to spit into the shoe to do it and do the shoey that way.
Wow.
Bro, the Nike.
I'm sure
that
I've
did
had
it
worse.
It's a bomb ass Nike. That's what I'm gonna say.
Like you know Cowboy Cerrone? Donald Cerrone.
Oh, Cowboy Don Cerrone. Yeah.
Yes.
Personal
He did a shoey here. I'm pretty sure people did spit into his cowboy boot as well when he did the shoey over here.
Sure.
I met him. He was really
that
cool
guy.
to meet him. Yeah.
That guy is crazy. He's an amazing person. He's really humble.
And yeah, there was like, and then he brought the popularity of the shoey to other to the States, and now like people like many other fighters now do it. Even people in the audience do it in America.
It's starting to catch up.
Yeah, he's actually making it. He's popularizing it. He's popularizing it.
What's your thought on Casey O'Neill?
Isn't she like she's from Scotland and Australia, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I didn't watch her. I don't think I watched her fights, but I do know I do know a lot of people talk highly of her, and I think she wanted to be on this card, on this Perth card, but I think she said she was facing a long time injury and she just couldn't make it in time.
Yeah,
I would love to
she
see
had
her
a
in
knee-
person.
She had a knee injury.
Mm.
It was a devastating knee injury. But yeah, she I believe her father was from Europe. He was a
see.
kickboxer, and they moved to Australia.
Yeah.
Made home there.
I always will say going to a UFC event is probably one of the most memorable moments you'll be able to witness. Like
You've been to a UFC event?
I'm jealous. I want to go.
Like
Which one?
I've been to 193 with Ronda Rousey and Home. I got to see that. To say that I was in a stadium and witnessed an event that that has over 10 million views. That's insane.
Yes.
That doesn't feel real. And then to
Like,
see
yeah, I
Ronda,
was there,
yeah, I was there. I recorded it.
Yes, you hold on to that.
Yeah,
shit.
and I recorded it, and like I was in a stadium with 55,000 other people because that at the time was the record attendance. To be there alongside 55,000 other people to witness an event
How
that
was like the screams in your fucking ears and whatnot.
it wasn't as good for crowd reactions and stuff like that. They were shocked.
seriously?
It was because it's a huge stadium. It's like you're not going to get that loud traction or like loud sound traction. But I saw people behind me cry because Ronda Rousey lost. Yeah, it was insane. But like watching people like Ronda Rousey fight, watching Holly Holm fight, witnessing that moment, I'm never going to be able to forget. Watching Joanna Jędrzejczyk fight when she was just still like growing up, I feel like, and then now she's like a legend to people, and then like the rise of Robert Whittaker. But my favorite UFC event would be the year after, in a smaller stadium with Robert Whittaker versus Derek Brunson. That was in a tennis arena, or like where they do the Australian Open tennis tournament and stuff like that, the Rod Laver Arena, and that had like only can hold like 15,000. But because it was a smaller arena, it was better for sound.
It sounded like echoey.
It was amazing. So then when it got to the main event, people were going absolutely mental. And then when he was winning the fight, and it was like 10 seconds before the 30 seconds before the fight, the entire arena chants Robbie, Robbie, Robbie. And then he lands the head kick, and then the entire arena loses it. And then when the referee stops and waves it, everyone lost it. But then when I go back to watch it on the video, even the commentators were saying this place is deafening. And that gave me goosebumps. I got goosebumps from that because I was just like,
were you chanting along?
I was a fan.
Let's go.
My dad, because I take my dad to these events because I made him a fan as well. I actually made him a fan as well. And he's just like, Neshi, he's like, he wants me to calm down. I'm getting hyped up even more.
There's something about like the atmosphere.
Yeah.
That though, it's contagious.
It's
You're
extremely
you.
Like even when
I didn't believe it. I went to a football game, an AFL game, and I'm not a huge AFL fan. Like
Same.
I have my team, and I watch the game every so often. But I was like, oh whatever. And I went to my first game. I was fucking hyped.
Yeah.
I was like, let's fucking go. I was like, when I get back, game. Everybody talk to me. I'm gonna learn everything. You can eat my ass.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole other experience.
That moment will probably be one of the most amazing moments to witness, because when you just see the entire crowd roar and just see one of like Australia's own fighters rise up to the scene and become like eventually a UFC champion, like you're never going to take that back. And then like other moments like they did like Whittaker versus Adesanya in Melbourne and back in the big arena. That was better than the first time. And then I got to go to Perth back in.
You guys, so you do this often.
I was a big fan from 2015 because of the Rousey event, because I heard of Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I love this. I'm going to follow this. But like I went to the even just like when I went to Perth back in 2018 to say I was there when Israel Adesanya debuted. That's insane to me, because like he debuted back in Perth in 2018, and then you see where he's at right now. You're just like, I was there when he was first there on the UFC. That's like a special thing you can hold you can keep to yourself. Yeah. That's why I said like when you go to a UFC event, I feel like you're never going to you're going to have like a special moment over there. And I feel like it probably is like that for other events as well. But for me, with the UFC events, it's just like none other. Like even to the point for this upcoming trip, I was paying before we would probably pay like $500 per ticket, and we were fine with that. This one, because of how like the stakes on this upcoming fight, this is gonna be crazy. We're paying like $3,500. No, for the package, $3,500. Allegedly. Yeah. No, but the thing is, this is what you want to know. What's actually crazy? You want to know what's crazy? I had to take my dad with me, because if you try to buy one ticket, it's more expensive. You buy one ticket for a single hotel bedroom, it's $4,500.
But if I buy
Okay,
two
yeah,
tickets
somebody
for if I buy two tickets, if I buy two tickets for a double bedroom hotel, it's 3,500. I don't know, because all the hotels.
All I'm saying as well is, if this was in anywhere else in Australia other than Perth, it wouldn't cost that much.
No, because
Like,
every
Perth
single.
is stupid expensive.
Yeah, no, but like everything was just taken. Like literally, as soon as the tickets went out, the whole event sold out in like 3 days. And I've been trying to knock on the door, like, get me in, I want to go. I was like, we were fine, let me in. But I was like, we were like, fine paying like only $2,000. And we were like, fine paying $2,000. And then we was just like, oh, you only have these tickets left. And they were like, it's going to cost 3,500. I was just like, oh, but I want to go. So I went. I want to watch it. Let me in. So we were like I said, it's like even for that high of a price, I still feel like it's worth it. Especially with the stakes happening on that.
If it's something that you love and it's memories that you're gonna make, fuck it, because you're not gonna be able to do this forever. So why the fuck not do it? While
there's a philosophy, you know.
And you've got a nice track list so far with the things you could be like, hey, I was
there
for this. Like,
that's
dope, man.
Right?
Yeah.
So coming down to the last 15 minutes, because I know you're gonna be busy right now. Real quick, any questions from M, Teddy? Because I've kind of been just asking a bunch of questions. Is there a question that pops up?
Is there anything that like we may have not touched on that maybe something you have coming up, maybe something you want to take time to promote, maybe anything?
I have
like
no
that
idea.
just...
Probably like I mean, I would eventually like to do like the 600 celebration at one point. I don't know when, but it would be really cool to like. I think like I just randomly thrown out an idea like, hey, why not we do a live session where we all take like I let the viewers dictate and how like influence how I edit this channel trailer. That was something I was thinking of doing because I feel like that's something different, something unique, something that can like because I wanted like for me my philosophy is all about involvement. You've probably noticed Chaotic when you like when we have a group chat, I always go to each individual person for a question. What like, hey, how you doing, Don? Or,
I love how you do it.
Because
I love how you do it.
My I always want to keep every single person involved and not necessarily engaged. If they're engaged or not, sure. But like I want I'm all about involvement. Every single person for me matters. I don't want anyone to feel left out. That's why I'll be like, I'll ask one question to Chaotic for a thing, and then she'll notice I'll go to Don for a question, and then I'll probably say something to another person if there's another person in the voice chat. So that way, everyone's there, everyone's involved. I'm not leaving anyone out. Even for like voice chat, I'll be like, even for like Twitch chat, I'll be like, how you doing, Zen? Like Zenlay be like chatting right now. I was like, how are you doing, Zenlay? And then I'll go to like Shulk, like Shulka, how's your weekend been and stuff like that. My thing is again just involvement with everyone. So yeah.
So the only question I've got is because I'm a little bit nosy, so I love asking people this one, and that's everyone's got their own like community that they've built. They've got their regulars and their besties and all that.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about your community?
Oh God. I mean,
Jeez, put the spotlight on them.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't let me have control if you don't want the spotlight.
No, I think it's just, I mean, just the love they bring back to me, just to give back to me, and just the happiness I see from them. Like so I have this habit. So when someone raids me, I like to go to their stream and watch the last 5 minutes of the stream just to see what they do. And
you saw me doing that to you the other day from when you raided me.
Yes. but like I like, and then when I just get, I'm like, I get choked up at times. Like the most recent one when Zedeli raided me, like one of the members of the community says, I love like Fala, and he said, I love always giving love to Neshi because he's such a nice person. I'm like, oh, don't you dare,
I do the same shit.
Don't you dare! Stop it! Yeah,
I'll sit there like.
Dude, that's so dope.
But like, I think just the amount of love and happiness that people provide to and give back to me, and just like for me, I'm always happy when other people are happy. I'm always wanting that's my goal, is just to make people happy, and if I can do that, it makes me happy. So
yeah.
Yeah, Gordon, what you got down there? What you got brewing? I see it.
No, I asked most of my bigger questions. We'll end with a smaller one right now. So after your gym, what are you doing for the rest of your day? What do you got going on after this? What do you do right after you've jumped off a podcast?
I don't know. Probably just dive, and I'll die on the bed because when I go to the gym, especially Mondays and Thursdays, I try to go for 90 minutes all out. Literally, I try to burn, like, my goal is I want to burn over 1,000 calories in that 90 minutes. All out. Not like overdo it unsafely, no, but just like, I'm focused. I'm focused. I'm not going to take many breaks. I'm not going to look on my phone. I'm just focused with my trainer and my group training. I'm focused. I'm going to do everything I can, and that's it. And then I just go all out. Because I mean, it's not a like because it's not. I don't know how this is going to be like a little weird. Not weird, but like controversial. I feel like. I get annoyed when people go on their, like, they do one exercise and then they get on their phone for 5 minutes and then another exercise and then a phone for 5 minutes.
Hey.
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. But I'm just like, you're going to the gym. You're going to the gym to focus.
I'm over here trying to hype myself up, okay? I'm ordering my food so I can reward myself when I get home.
No, but I hope you're doing well.
My final question.
Yes.
Is there some Neshi, what's it called, selfies from the gym?
No.
And can we see one?
I don't know about that.
We want tickets to the gun show.
I'm not. No, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Nah.
Oh,
but
wait, it's terrifying. You need to find courage. Is this a 600 goal? What?
No. No.
No. The serious question is, as we're coming to the end, something we like to do here in the Love Always Wins podcast is rate out to an individual from your community if they're alive, or someone you guys you want us to rate out to.
Yeah, we're gonna all collectively rate.
Oh wow! All right, I have no idea.
Usually, it's a dope experience every time. It's a good way to cap off, and it's so good from us to you.
I have no idea. Because usually I don't, like, a lot of people that I follow they don't usually stream around this time. I mean, Dardoon's cool. I'm happy to raid Dardoon. Happy to raid. I have one that's Radiant Dawn #1. He's a casual member or casual viewer from my stream from time to time, but he also streams. So either if you want Dardoon or if you want Radiant Dawn #1, or was it #1?
No pressure, but it's your choice, baby.
I'm happy whoever. I'm happy whoever.
You pick him.
It doesn't work here. You gotta pick.
Don't you gotta flip a coin?
I'm extremely indecisive. Yeah. Please.
Don't you gotta flip a coin?
Okay, fine. All right, fine.
Let's see that bot at work.
All right, look. Coin flip. All right, heads for Dardoon, tails for Radiant Dawn.
You're just saying that because he's bold, huh?
Heads, it is. So Dardoon.
Dardoon.
If you want Dardoon, or if you want Dardoon, or if you want Radiant Dawn, I'm happy either way.
Dardoon's one. I mean, we're gonna go against a bot.
Okay, fine. Dardoon it is.
Dardoon it is. Anything you want to say to your community? Take your time right now. They showed up to all our stuff, bro.
Yeah.
It's an amazing community you have out
there.
there.
I had a lot of people say that wanted to follow all the other channels like Fishy, BMK, Blue Moon Kraken and stuff like that, which I call Ricky and stuff like that. That all wanted to say hello on your streams. But my final words is just I always just say thank you for, like, every single person that has become a friend of mine that always shows up to my stream or just says hello. I always am appreciative of all the people I've made friends with, and just like I said, just taking their time out of their day just to say hello in stream or just visit the stream, giving me a chance to watch my stream. It's something I'll never grow. Whether we're like I said, whether it's just 3 viewers, 15 viewers, 10 viewers, just the commitment people do, and then just the amount of like happiness people provide me. And again, like, it's just like and makes how like my streams just become extremely special, more special when people are there to witness those moments and memories. And yeah, just overall, just supporting and just big nights overall to not just only me, other people. That's all. Like I said, I just like to make people happy, and if they are happy, and they can be happy to other people, then I'm happy. I'm all about. Yes.
That's amazing.
Neshi, thank you so much for coming into the podcast today, bro. It was an amazing experience.
Yes.
It was great meeting you this year. Hopefully we get you again towards the end of the year so we can catch up and see where you're at.
Yes, I'm down.
That'd be cool.
That'll be cool.
Awesome.
Episode 3, guys, is going to be coming next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Anything you guys want to ask, send us in the Law Discord.
Who's the
You guys
who's
wanna
the
see
guest?
We will be announcing the guest
Ooh.
come Thursday.
Is that a
usually we
teaser?
Put out the post Thursday.
Any teasers?
No.
Maybe.
Aw.
Maybe.
We can hype something up. We can probably
Maybe.
hype something up.
You
Depends
give
on
us
the
that gym
conversation.
pick and we'll consider.
Oh,
Usually from now till Thursday, 'cause
People will
we will be
puke.
taking this. We will be taking this and like clipping it up and getting it out on platforms like the website that we have or like Spotify, Apple Music, stuff like that. So
And hey,
usually
Coffee
take the
Pot,
time
sorry,
from
I
now
haven't
to
been able
Thursday
to
promote that. And then
I haven't been able to
announce
read a
next
lot of the
week.
chat because
I
I've just
still don't wanna
been
take the
trying to
attention away from
focus.
you,
But I hope you're doing well, Coffee Pot.
Yeah, so 9 p.m. Central. No, I'm sorry, 9 p.m. Eastern. Next Sunday, guys, we'll be here again. If you are in the Law Discord, make sure you drop a comment in there if you want to see something specific in the podcast, and we'll be happy to, get it done for you guys. But for now, I guess we're gonna be hitting Dardoon.
Yes.
They're
And
gonna get
Neshi?
that raid out.
But yeah, thank you
Once
guys.
again.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I feel very appreciative, and you guys just
Perfect.
wanting to pick me as a guest. It's pretty awesome.
Dude, it was amazing, bro.
Thank you.
I really genuinely had a good time, and I'm
Thank
glad
you.
I met you, man. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
be around, and we'll see if we could talk some more. And this will be
Yeah.
nice, man.
But yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Keep up
Guys,
the good
make sure
work.
you spam Dardoon with some
I'm still
Neshi,
sus though.
with
Oh,
some
God.
Neshi sus.
Oh god, I
And
guess I'm
we'll
gonna have
see
to
you
come.
guys on the next one.
Yes. Take care. All right, let me come up. Let me start my raid then.
All right, let me sort my life out.
Yeah, I just started my raid. We about to head out in a few couple
Yeah.
seconds. Yeah, let me know. Did y'all start y'all's?
I just started mine.
Cool. I usually make sure y'all put up the stream, man. The reactions is always dope, man.
Yeah.
It's always like, oh, thanks for the raid. Wait, what? Another raid? Wait, what? Another raid? Wait,
Yeah,
what?
that'll be
Another
weird.
raid?
He'd be like quadruple raid. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I want to see that reaction now.
Dude, we
Just
like to
rolling
do
around
this
through your
every
thing.
week,
We're
man.
doing fine. Thank you for asking me how good same goes for me. It's good. Enjoyed my stay. I enjoyed my stay. You could use that coffee.
Sorry, what?
Oh no, I was just saying to my chat, coffee pot.
Oh, sorry, I had caffeine addicted ass.
Coffee? Never. No, I appreciate it. It was
Okay.
great. It was great. I had a great time.
I'm so glad that you had fun.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm breaking my
Mm.
dad's office.
Oh no. I
Yeah,
need,
well,
I need to
it
get
happens.
ready. I'm sweating. This room is very, very, very humid. Well, not humid, but very hot in this room.
I rated out. Let me
Yeah.
see reactions. Let's get it.
Did you put Sussy Neshi as the raid emote? Oh, sorry, that's raid message. Raid emote.
We could.
I mean, they're probably gonna be confused if they like that. Neshi hasn't raided, but you're saying Saucy Neshi? I just raided out though, so I didn't get the.
Starting with some sussy
I do
Nessie.
not suck the balls. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Yeah, like halfway through sitting there, I realized that was like behind my head. So I was like,
Hey, full blown singing.
He's